Okay, what's up everyone? OJ here. Welcome back to another stream. Now we're back kind of like on the normal schedule, I guess. Yesterday, man, I needed some extra sleep. I actually just woke up a few hours ago. I woke up to eat in the morning and then I was like, I'm gonna exercise today. Then I'm like, I'm not gonna exercise today. I spent all my energy yelling and screaming over the Nintendo Direct, particularly with Xenoblade Chronicles 3. That game. but yeah, man. So we're back on the regular schedule, but I am rested. I'm ready to go. Yesterday was a long day for me. I think I worked like 10 or 11 hours, maybe a little bit more than that. It was like, I know I worked from at least, what was it? I got up early, exercised, and then I started working around 10 a.m. or so. I think 10 something a.m. I started working. I know I took a shower and then I started working around 10 something, you know? Shout outs to Blue Dragonfire Blogs with the Joe. Shout outs to the first JoJo boys of the stream. I'm super excited to check out Live Alive. Do you mind playing some music from that game, please? Yeah, absolutely. I've never even heard of Live Alive beforehand, so I'm interested to hear the music in the game. So I have no idea what this game sounds like, what it looks like, anything, or at least beforehand. So we're gonna play Ground Zero from Live Alive, or is that Date Alive? Okay, hold up. I don't know if this is from the game. Sorry. Difficult fight. Shout outs to Blue Dragonfire Blogs with the $10 donation, becoming the top Stream Ninja and Stream Hokage. Everybody that's saying what's up and asking me questions, don't worry. We'll get all your questions answered. We're gonna have a packed show today. There's gonna be lots of people here, so make sure you hit that like button. Okay, guys, keep on hitting that like button. Let's get more new ninja into the village. Hit that subscribe button if you're someone new. If anybody does more than $10, they can beat out my man Blue Dragon Fire Blogs on the top of the board here. So thank you so much, Blue Dragon. And also, guys, we are insanely close to the Triangle Strategy giveaway coming up pretty soon here. The demo's out. We need 11 new Elite Ninja at that $1 tune-in tier. Exclamation mark member. Get in on the action. Be a solidified part of the community. Get your name highlighted in green. Get emotes. We got custom emotes. Some of the mods can show you guys those. We have a private Discord for you to organize all of your gameplay matches. It's awesome. So yeah, become a member. Let's get the 500. Back to the 500 boys and girls, and let's get that Triangle Strategy giveaway. Trinity with the 2 says, you see Rich's video? He gave up on the Switch. I didn't see the video because there's no point in watching the video, but I saw what he said on Twitter. Like, I respect his opinion. But Rich is not the target audience for the Switch. I mean, he wants to just play third-party games that are already available on PC and Steam, or PC and like Xbox. He just wants to play those on Switch. And he already has all these he has like the Neon EO, or he has the Neon, whatever those things are called. And he has the Steam Deck, or he's getting that. So that's what he wants to play. And those games are better built for those systems. So I don't know what he's looking for, because he doesn't like Nintendo first party games, or he doesn't play Nintendo first party games. So I mean, like, he just wants to play third party games in worse quality than he can play it on the other portable devices that he has. I don't understand his angle. So there was no point in me watching his video. But yeah, I respect his opinion. I mean, that's his opinion, you know? Trinity of the Phoenix with the $2. Trotty became a member. Thank you so much, Trotty. I appreciate that. Thank you for becoming a member. I do appreciate that. Thank you so much, Trotty. Shout out to the membership. Thank you so much. Appreciate that as well. Becoming, oh wow, an Ambu tier too. You guys, come on, man. If Trotty can become an Ambu tier, that's $10, by the way. We can get at least 10 of you guys to become Elite Ninja tiers for $1. Let's go. Shout outs to Trotty. Thank you for that support, man. Shout outs. Thank you so much. Let's go over some other Ninja news. Great viewership recently, guys. I mean, obviously, Nintendo Direct, that brings in more people than usual. So thank you guys for your support. Today's video on Xenoblade 3, #1 out of the last 10, nearly 12K views, so doing really good. You know, the last 3 videos we've had have been bangers. all hitting 10K before I start my stream or right around that time. So thank you guys so much. We're going to have a lot of content on the Nintendo Direct. We're going to be focusing individual videos on each game that I'm excited to talk about. So look out for another. We're gonna have another Xenoblade video maybe tonight, or maybe we'll do a Fire Emblem video tonight. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll figure it out. And then we're gonna have Mario Strikers video. We're gonna have Triangle Strategy video. We're gonna have pretty much all the stuff that I'm like super hyped about in the direct. A live video. So we're definitely gonna do some more stuff, and my reactions will be clipped. My other reactions will be clipped and put up this weekend. So should be a lot of fun. So yeah, shout outs. Thank you so much for the support. Let's see. Rich gave up how many times? I don't know. Maybe he's given up. I know he's been an on and off fan of the Switch. I just don't think it's for him. You know, he's not a first party guy. He's more of a third party, you know, first person shooter, first person, you know, gameplay type of person. You know, he likes like Dying Light and you know, and like Call of Duty. Like he'll play Call of Duty all the time. You know, he's like a Call of Duty, Dying Light. You know, those type of games. And that's just not what Switch does. Which, by the way, I said that from the very beginning. You know, that's not what Switch does. It's not that type of system. There are some games like that on there, right? But for the most part, it's a first party. It's a first party type of device, you know? Shout out to the Vizion with the 46 members of Joden Tier. What's up, Vizion? Looking great in that picture, my boy. 46 months. Nearly 40, what's that, 4 years almost? Bro, Vizion, thank you for the mad love and support. Let's go ahead and get into shout outs here in the chat, guys. If you're here in the chat, feel free to say what up. Jack, not everything in direct was for me, but overall, a few things excited about. I'm really glad you got so many things that you wanted. I think everybody says that in every single direct. It's not for me. It's not for me. Like every direct that passes by, I've been doing this for a long time, you know, and people say the same thing. Every direct, it's not for me. So I mean, it's typical. Star Boys with the $20 JoJo boys. Let's go. Shout outs. He says, wasn't able to watch live, but I literally tear up when Xenoblade 3 reveal this direct. Easily one of my favorite. In such a while. Love your reaction. Such a great RPG in the direct. Yeah, it is. I mean, I think that the biggest issue that I say with a lot of people is that they don't want to expand their horizons. They just want Mario and Zelda 24/7. I mean, I think that's really what it comes down to. If there's not a big Mario game or if there's not a Zelda game, then people are like, oh, I don't like it. It's not good. But if there's Mario, even if they don't care about Mario, like, oh, well, that was good. Mario was there. Or, oh, well, Zelda was there. You know what I'm saying? Even though Zelda, this was the first half of 2022. Zelda is a fall game. If it's coming out in 2022, that is a fall game. So I never thought Zelda would be there. I said it's possible, but I wasn't really thinking Zelda was going to be there. That's why in my hype video that I made, I said, if they announce this, and I talked about Fire Emblem, I talked about Xenoblade, I talked about Golden Sun, potential reboots, stuff like that. That would be first half type of games, not fall games. You know, so, and that's why people were saying Pokemon. I'm like, nah, I'm not sure about Pokemon or anything. I just thought that it was going to be like, you know, like the RPG stuff. So more of the things that you're going to put in the first half, which that's what historically, that's what those games are. I mean, Xenoblade, I was less sure about that because Xenoblade is sometimes like a fall game, but then sometimes Xenoblade can be like a first half game too. Like the original Xenoblade was released in the first half of 2012 here in the US and in Europe the year before, and in Japan, I think the year before, all in the first half. So that can be a first half game. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 was the second half game, you know, but the year started late. So it always depends. Xenoblade X was a first half game in Japan. It was in April, but in the US, it was in December. So Xenoblade can be a first half or a second half game, but mainly it's been a first half game, you know, for the most part. So, so yeah, man, shout out to Style Boys. Thank you for the $20. That does make you the top Stream Ninja and Stream Hokage. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate that. I do appreciate that. But this is pretty much every direct, because no direct is going to have everything that you want no matter what. There's always going to be somebody that says, well, I didn't like it. It wasn't good because I didn't get this or that. But mainly because, well, there wasn't Mario or there wasn't Zelda. If there's not that, then people usually say, well, it wasn't good. Or some people say that. But a lot of people say that this one was good. If you're a Xenoblade fan, I had an interesting discussion with somebody on Twitter because they were trying to rate the quality of the direct based off of the sales. You know, and listen, Xenoblade is as high a quality as any game out there. I don't care what anybody says. Xenoblade is as high as quality of any RPG on the market, in my opinion. It's as high as quality of any RPG on the market, plain and simple. It does things just no other game does. So I don't care if Xenoblade doesn't sell 20 million copies or doesn't sell. That doesn't matter to me. That doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is the quality of the game series. Does it sell enough? Can it grow in potential? And how good is the game? That's what matters to me. The quality of the game. Is it actually growing? And is it good? Like, you know what I'm saying? And is it good enough? Is it a big game? Is it unique enough? Does it do enough stuff? Xenoblade checks every single box. So I really don't care if somebody doesn't think that the game is big enough or not. That's irrelevant to it being a big game. It's a big game. It doesn't matter what you think. Nintendo thinks it's a big game. It's a multi-million seller. It does things that many other games don't do. You can say Pokemon Legends Arceus is a big game. Xenoblade looks 5,000 times graphically better. Not talking about gameplay just yet, but graphically better than this franchise that sells millions more, you know? So I don't want to hear anything about sales when it comes down to what you should be excited about at a direct or not. The first thing should be, first and foremost, should be game quality. Then everything else is the rest of the stuff. So I had some weirdos try to talk to me about that today, as if that's relevant. It's not. It doesn't make your point. Digital Alpha with the $2 says, well, I tried becoming a member and it says not available in my country as of yet. So here's a small donation, bro. Hey, I'm sorry about that. That sucks. They really need to get that available in all the different countries. Thank you so much, Digital Alpha. Thank you for the $2. Yo, Koos with the $10. JoJo boys. Thank you, Koos. No message. For those that are donating, make sure you put a video game track for me to play. Remember, you do get if you become a member today, or if you donate any amount, $1 up, you can get a video game track that's not copyrighted. So as long as it's not copyrighted, you're good. So for those who donated, Style Boys or Vizion with the 46 months, anybody who members up, let me know about a track. Koos, thank you for the 10. You don't got to donate again. Just tell one of the mods in the chat. Mr. Davis with the $5 said, OJ, how you doing today? I know it happened yesterday. I was mad, but I thought what you said the first half, so I'm not mad. Okay, cool. Yeah, Bayonetta is probably a second half game, so wait for E3. E3 is probably going to have Bayonetta and Legend of Zelda. See that show up for Xenoblade 3. There's so much to break down, easily level of Breath of the Wild for sure. It might be beyond the level of Breath of the Wild when it comes to open-ended gameplay. It might be. There was a lot to break down. I have a video that I want to do on the game, like breaking down like the stuff in there, so that will be coming. I'll see if I can get it done tonight. You know. Let's see here. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 looks like it could potentially be a 90+ Metacritic, says Reese Cedar. It should be in the Game of the Year discussion, although it will be overlooked because I don't believe Massive RPGs get a lot of love. Yeah, they don't. You're right. It will be overlooked, but it definitely should be in the Game of the Year conversation. I don't know if it'll be a 90 rated just because of today, because like graphics for today's day. But I definitely think that it could be high 80s. I mean, 90s possible. The game would have to be incredible, you know, and it'd have to be like the gameplay would have to be overhauled to play like Kingdom Hearts or something like that for the gameplay. For it to get like to stick with the US audience, but we'll see what they do with the gameplay. I'm almost positive that they've changed up the gameplay quite a bit. There's a number of things in the gameplay or in the trailer for the game, the debut trailer, that shows that they're actually changing a few things with the gameplay. I can tell. I can just tell. You know. So yeah. Sup, OJ? Yeah, I agree. A kind of hot take. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 makes Tales of Arise look like a mediocre game. Tales of Arise is a good game, but even compared to Legends Arceus, I think Tales of Arise is not very good. It's not bad, but Tales of Arise is just not amazing. It's not like incredible. It's good. It's very good, but it's just not incredible. The graphics are better than the gameplay, if that makes any sense. You know, like graphically, it's very impressive. It's very nice. It looks good. Quality-wise, it's fantastic. It checks all the RPG trope boxes. However, innovation within design, game addictiveness, it's just not there. Tales of Arise, it's just not there. I think SMT5, Pokemon, there's various other games that I can name that I just feel that are just far more addictive and better than Tales of Arise. But that's okay. That's not saying that's no knock against Tales of Arise. You know, I think Tales of Arise is still a very good game. Xenoblade 3 theme music. All right, I got you. Is the Xenoblade 3 theme music already up? Xenoblade Chronicles 3 theme music, is it already up? They're pretty fast with that. Yeah, they already have it. They got a dude playing a flute. Flute man. So yeah, I don't think Xenoblade X has anything to do. It might not come to the Switch Pro or 2 at this point. It might not come at all. So I don't understand why people are still talking about Xenoblade Chronicles X at this point. Look, Xenoblade Chronicles 3 in September. This is a brand new game. I'm more excited about that than anything. Look, Xenoblade X is awesome, but this game looks like it's going to crush all of the Xenoblade games. Like, I can already tell. Xenoblade X is fantastic, but I'm excited for the new game. Maybe because I've already played Xenoblade X and I beat it multiple times. And don't get me wrong, I'm still like, that would be great if Xenoblade X came over. I feel for all the people who didn't have a Wii U or who want it, but I want a new game. I'm hyped for a new game. And I've always been more hyped for Xenoblade. I've made way more videos on being hyped for Xenoblade 3 than Xenoblade X. I've always just said, hey, maybe, you know, but maybe we'll get it. But I don't think it has anything to do with Switch Pro or Switch 2. It might not come at all. It might not come at all. So keep that in mind. Xenoblade is selling more than the Tales game. Xenoblade, in terms of JRPG, is now one of the best sellers, whether people like it or not. That's true. I mean, there's obviously big gaps between the RPG franchises, and I'm sorry that I haven't said hi to everybody. I'll try to say hi to everybody. Just ask me a question, and I'll say hi to you guys as I go along, and I'll in between questions. Okay. So basically, this is how it is. It's like Final Fantasy's up here, and then everything else is like down here when it comes to like big JRPGs. It's like you can go like with free-to-play games, Genshin Impact. You can put all those like in a whole separate category. But it's pretty much Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts. Those are like the two big JRPGs that sell incredibly well. And then there's like everybody else for like traditional JRPGs, you know, not free-to-play, not MMOs. We're not counting Final Fantasy 14. We're not counting any of that type of stuff like that. We're just counting just JRPGs, flat-out JRPGs. And then there's like Pokemon. You have like Pokemon, which is like a whole separate kind of thing. So you have Pokemon, you have Final Fantasy, you have Kingdom Hearts, and like those are like the JRPGs that just do crazy amounts of numbers, right? In terms of just traditional, normal JRPGs. Dragon Quest too. Dragon Quest as well. So Dragon Quest, Kingdom Hearts, it's pretty much Square Enix and Nintendo with Pokemon and Square Enix. Persona does not do those type of numbers. Persona is like a notch below. Like Persona's there, but it's not there. It's like the gateway. It's like the baton pass. But Persona does not do the numbers that Final Fantasy does or that Pokemon does. Persona's like gateway. It's like all those franchises are up here. They can sell 10 million plus. Kingdom Hearts doesn't, but Kingdom Hearts sells pretty well, right? Dragon Quest sells pretty well. So those are like 6 million, 7 million plus for those games, right? And then Persona's like right underneath there. You know, like 5 million or so or whatever, because it's only on one platform. Once Persona goes multi-plat, then it'll sell a lot more, right? And then you have like everything else. So then you have like Tales and Xeno and Fire Emblem and everything else in terms of traditional, you know, RPGs and stuff like that. So I mean, it's very segmented, right? It's very segmented with like what does what. But yeah, it's still a multi-million seller, you know. Yeah, you need to finish Xenoblade Chronicles 1 and 2 ASAP. I don't know what's taking you guys so long. I hear so many people saying that. Xenoblade 3 character looks like Flynn from SMT4. I think he has the same he doesn't look like him. I think he has the same hairstyle. I think that's really what it comes down to. He has like a ponytail. And like he's doing the same pose. So I don't think he actually looks like him. I just think that it's the pose, body type, and a little bit on the hair, I guess, right? Excuse me, sorry. All right. Let's see here. Let's play this music. All right. Let's see. We're recovering from strikers. Yeah, I'm recovering from my voice. Also, Mr. Davis. Okay, never mind. I already got that message. Shout outs. Make sure you guys keep on hitting that like button. Thank you guys for joining me today. Today we have Nintendo Direct Aftermath. If you have questions, comments, thoughts, make sure you tag me. This is the most interactive, best stream that you'll be on. For all the new people that subscribed yesterday, hit that notification bell. Let's keep it popping here, man. Very interactive, very fun streams. I'm excited to talk to you guys, and this is no cap. Like, a lot of people fake it on here. Not me.
Hey, you.
I'm not a faker. I like to talk to you guys. Like, legit, I like to respond to everybody here, and I'll give you my raw, honest opinion on stuff. So, of course, don't take games personal or anything like that if I think that your opinion's, like, stupid. No, I'm joking. If I disagree, it's all just video games and talk, man. Cuts Lenovo with the $3. Just 3 hopes and Xenoblade 3 hype. Can I get mechanical rhythm? Yes, you can. Mechanical rhythm. Says same act. Yeah, I never heard of Live Alive, but I'm actually hyped for it now, and it's gonna get a physical release here in the West. It's $50, but I think it'll be worth it because I think that game will be rare because I don't think Square Enix is gonna make a lot of copies of those. So I think that is a game that you should definitely pick up. Even if you're not interested in the game, you should just buy it because I don't think Square Enix is gonna print a lot of the copies of that game. So I should just, and probably in 10 years or something like that, or 20 years, it'll be worth a lot of money. Do you think Shin Megami Tensei franchise or the Xenoblade Chronicles franchise will be the next games to become extremely popular, if any? I think Xenoblade has a chance. Micah Chan, thank you for the subscription. Gary, thank you for the subscription too. Appreciate that. Yeah, they did turn down the fan service. Shout outs to Jaybird, shout outs to Felipe, shout outs to Paul C. Hit that like button. Shout outs to Karen Buckley, shout outs to Trotty. Front mission, I love the front mission stuff. It looked great. Shout outs to Brian Song. I think Xenoblade 3 is definitely going to pop off a bit in sales. I think it's gonna pop up a bit in sales. What's up, Code Pop? What's up, Grim Greb? Do you think Breath of the Wild 2 direct supports the case of coming out 2022? Do you think Breath of the Wild 2 direct support? Breath of the Wild 2 is gonna be at E3. That's an E3 type of game. Cuts Lenovo, what's good? Thank you for the $3 once again. Appreciate that. Micah and Gary, thank you for the subscription. Square Phoenix, some people like Xenoblade 2, but not 1. What should I expect from 3? You should expect. Check out my video this morning, Square Phoenix, where I discuss what you should expect in there. So watch my video this morning. That kind of details everything that I've looked at from the trailer, that I've analyzed from the trailer. So watch that video that I did this morning. But yeah, I have another video where I'll be talking more about it. But yeah, check out that video, what you should expect, because I actually go into detail about that from Xenoblade 1, Xenoblade 2, and Xenoblade X, kind of what they pulled from each one. I just don't have the time to go over it right now, you know, in detail, great detail. But thank you for the comment. What's your order of Xenoblade best game, not counting because 3, because we know that's going to be awesome. Well, 3 is going to be the best one. But I have a video on that as well, so you can check that out. And I forgot what order I put them in, to be honest. I forgot. So you can check out that video later when you have time in terms of like what order I like them in. I literally forgot, dude, because I like all of them like a lot. So yeah, I like all of them a lot. Yo, shout outs to Khalid with the $30. Let's go, California smash! Let's get it. Thank you so much, Khalid, with the $30. So I watched Rich's video, not trying to put words in his mouth, but TLDR, so too long didn't read, was that there was a huge market for the Switch. However, Nintendo is going to lose people like him who just want to play any game on the go. He's still going to play exclusives. Okay, he's still going to play. You know, like I said before, I think that was never the market for the Switch. I think that Rich is not, like I said, not trying to hate. I need to watch the video. I definitely need to watch the video. I don't think I need to watch the video, but the market was never guys like him that want to play, that was never the market on Switch. I mean, one of the things that he said on Twitter, like I said, I'm not trying to hate, but one of the things that he said on Twitter was, oh man, like, you know, the Switch launched with great third-party support. Like, from the start. No, it didn't. The Switch launch was maligned by so many people, Rich included, was maligned for the lack of third-party games. I remember I watched this video back then that he made. He's like, there's no third-party games. So I don't understand where he's coming from with that. But the Switch launch was maligned for it. The first half of the Switch didn't have any third-party games. A lot of it was first-party games driving it with some Japanese games. Now, it wasn't until November. That's when we got Resident Evil. That's when we got, I think, Doom, Skyrim. But the launch of the Switch and the success of the Switch was never, ever built off of people wanting to play any game on the go. That was never it. And it never was gonna be it. And you know how I know this? I said this beforehand. Go watch and I'm dead ass, for lack of a better term. No cap, dead ass, whatever you want to say. Go back and watch my videos explaining Switch third-party support. I called this 5 years ago. I said the Switch isn't gonna get everything. I said this on the Spawncast too. Switch ain't never gonna get everything. It's not for people who want to play all of the third-party games, the big AAA third-party games. It's not gonna get that. It's not for you. And I've been saying that every single year. The Switch has never, in its 5 years of existence now at this point, has never gotten every single third-party game. Has never gotten every single game day and date. Has never gotten every single port. Never has. Never has. And the majority of brand new games announced third-party games, do not come to Switch. The big Western games and all that. That's never been the case. This is factual. This isn't my opinion. This isn't me capping. This is factual. You can go and look at the list. Elden Ring, new Call of Duties, Battlefield, everything. Like, legitimately everything. Look at all the big new games that have released over the years from 2017 and on, and count how many have been announced day and date on Switch, or even come to Switch at all. It's literally almost none. Like, the percentage is so tiny. So this whole narrative, like I said, not trying to hate, and I understand where he's coming from, because there are some bangers. There's Wolfenstein, you know, there's Doom, you know, there's Doom Eternal, there are some bangers, but the large majority of third-party Western games do not come to the platform, don't come day and date, come in cloud versions, or something like that, you know? So stop. I mean, Khaled, I see everything, but it's just not a factual statement. It's just not. Or I don't know what he's been thinking, but I have the Switch and I have tons of third-party games. I have a bunch, and let's just grab a chunk of games. I'm gonna grab a whole. These are alphabetized. I'm gonna grab a whole chunk of games. Let's take a look. It's Monopoly. This was like the game that, yes, was day and date. Mortal Kombat. Hold up. Let me put it in there. It's stuff like this. It's gonna be Mega Man, old games. You know, this is a first-party game. Mario plus Rabbids, I guess you can count as a third-party game, but that's Mario. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna... This remastered, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be indie games. You have Indivisible. I have like Has Been Heroes. It's like, this has been the third-party support, the smaller AA, mid, and Japanese RPGs and stuff like that, with a few big Western games sprinkled in. It's never been what anybody's trying to claim. Like, it's never been that. It's never been that. Thank you for the $30, though. That does make you top stream Ninja and stream Hokage. And sorry, that was very long-winded. And I know I got hella people in here asking me questions. I'm terribly sorry about that. But I don't understand where this narrative is coming from. I really don't. Like, I get it a little bit. But, like, I don't think the Switch is going to lose anybody. That camp is tiny. That camp that maybe they'll lose them. Like, maybe, I don't think he's wrong. Yes, the very small amount of people who somehow think that the Switch was some type of third-party beast machine for big Western games. I mean, yeah, maybe they lose that audience, but that audience is legitimately minuscule. It's not much. Because if that audience was actually a thing, the Switch would have never sold well in the first place. Honestly, and like I said, I don't think this is opinion. I think this is factual. Like, I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to be, you know, like, I think what I'm saying is factual. As somebody who's done a lot of Switch market research, I'm almost positive, and I look at the best sales for the games, I'm almost positive that none of the games that he likes or what he's looking for is the reason why Switch is even popular. You know, I can almost guarantee that's the case. Thank you for the $30 though, Khaled. You are the Hokage of the stream and the stream ninja as well. If anybody does more than 30, they can beat out my man, Khaled. Thank you so much, Khaled. I do appreciate that. You are the stream ninja, stream Hokage. Let me make sure that I spell this correctly. Stream Ninja and Hokage. There we go. All right, so I'm sorry. So let me go. Okay, we got some new subscriptions. Thank you guys for subscribing. I appreciate that. Hit that like button, guys. Please hit that like button. All right, I'm behind as hell. I'm sorry, guys. That was so long-winded, but I need to get that out. Like I said, no shots to Rich. I think Rich makes great videos. I watch his videos. I watch his live stream. This is not a beef type of thing or anything like. And I don't think he's necessarily wrong with how he's just saying how he feels, and that's what YouTube is about. YouTube is saying your own feelings, even if it's not a popular thing. He's still saying how he feels, and I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people in his camp, you know, that are in his base that feel the same way. But I just never felt the Switch was never that thing that he's trying to say that it is. It never was, and I've been saying that since day one. So I don't think I'm wrong here. It was never that. It was never that. And I think I think I can prove it factually. It was never that. If you go back and look at like the third-party games, like somebody, I mean, what are the other big third-party games coming from Western developers? None of that stuff comes to Switch, you know. So at least know the Steam Deck is niche. It's not sold in normal stores, average consumer. Yeah, Steam Deck is niche, but I think Steam Deck has an opportunity to get bigger, you know. I don't know if Nintendo's direction is releasing a game, updating it later. I really wish they didn't do it as initial reviews and complaints. There's not enough. It doesn't matter because Nintendo's not looking at the initial reviews and complaints with that, so it doesn't matter. The problem is that people, it's not Nintendo's fault 100% for that, because people are dumb, and if a game doesn't get something three days later or down the line, people stop playing the game. So the reason why that they release something then do content updates is because people have short-term memory, and if you release everything all right there for a multiplayer game, then most of the time people will play it for a little bit, then stop playing. So that's why they do this, the content releases over the case. I mean that's just what I know from who I've spoke to. But yeah, if you don't like it at the beginning, that's fine. You can always play the game later. That's what I've said. Do you think they may still? I know you guys hate that thought process, but I mean, you can always wait. You don't have to buy every game day one, you know. Do you think they still get a Xenoblade Chronicles export? It's possible. Do you see the screen protector on Switch? Do you use the screen? No. Sorry about yesterday. I really thought Nintendo had a pre-show on Twitch. Things stay. It's okay, man. I already know that they didn't. Let's see. I think it's fine. It's just his opinion, but saying it will drive away some portion of the audience to Switches. It's like not. Yeah, it won't. I mean, if anything, Switch sales are gonna go up. At this point, people, I mean, that want to play the big third-party games, they've got their PCs. They've got the Steam Deck is coming. They've got, you know, PS5 and Xbox Series. You know, they've got that. The Switch has never been that system that he's talking about. It's never been that. You know, it really hasn't. Unless you can show me, can you show me a year where Switch got every single released third-party game day and date with other platforms? Is there a year that 50%, let's go 30 to 40% of the big third-party games that have been released in every single year? Has there ever been a year that Switch, the big games? Sorry, my gardener's outside, guys. I'm sorry about that if you hear the lawnmower. Has there ever been a year Switch has ever got that? I don't think so. I mean, like I said, it's very spotty. It's like I said, there's very few. Like, I think I can count on one hand the amount of times that it's been day and date big third-party new release. Like Mortal Kombat, I'm pretty sure there's more, but like I can't even think of like the rest of them, you know? Yeah, it's like there's like barely any. So yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm not even counting the sports games. Like NBA, I don't count NBA 2K. We ain't counting those games, you know? We ain't counting NBA 2K. So yeah. I think it's fine. Okay, I already read that. Let's see here. So as a product, is it good to differentiate yourself from your competition? Yeah, if you're not doing the same thing as the rest of the audience, you know, as everybody else, it's good to differentiate yourself from that, and that's what Switch does really well. That's why it's selling really well. And for those that are wondering why I'm tapping my head, I had a little bit of medication that I have, and it makes my head itch a little bit. So, and that's why I'm wearing my hat, because I have to spray my little medication on my head. So yeah, that's the reason why I'm tapping my head. So you will see me tap my head eventually. That's because there's an itch, but I can't scratch. Otherwise, it's gonna irritate my scalp. So yeah, there you go. My boy OJ appears to be a little hungover from the amazing 3. Hey man, I'm happy. Are we talking about Rich? Yeah, review tech. Once again, this is not hating on that. This is just I think it's more talking about like the thought process, because I have seen other people. It's not just him. I think that he brings up a good point. You know, there are other people who do feel that way. I just think that the amount of people who feel that way is just a small amount, because most people that want those type of games will just play them on PS5 or Xbox Series. There really isn't a massive market for people, you know, that only want to play Switch for big third-party games on the go, like 100% of, like, because that market doesn't exist. Because in order to get the big third-party games, what people want, they want graphics, they want frame rate, they want all that. You can't do that on a portable system. Well, you can, but it's very difficult to do that on a portable system. It's very difficult to do that on a portable system. Look at the Steam Deck. The Steam Deck is nowhere near as powerful as the Xbox Series X, but at the highest level, it costs a lot more to get the bells and whistles, to get the memory that you need and everything. Like the high-end model, it's like $700 with tax. I mean, if you live in California, the tax is really high, so that thing's like $700 something, or it's like $600, or it's like $400 something, right? So like, and it's $400 something for like the crappiest model. And Steam is taking, or Valve is taking, a huge hit on profits on that one. Gabe was like, man, that was painful to get it at that price. But they're competing against the Switch, right? So they had to get it at that price. They had to get it there. But like, it's tough. It's not easy to make a portable system that's going to be able to do everything. And like, you know, it's an 800p screen. It's LCD. It's not using the latest tech when it comes to screen technology. I mean, the battery life is going to be shot. Like, if you play a AAA game on that Steam Deck, it is going to be, that battery's going to get cooked. No matter what, Valve can say whatever they want, that battery's cooked. That battery is cooked. If you're playing on good settings with that battery's cooked. So yeah, like, it's not easy, guys. Like, if you think it's easy, ask Intellivision Amico how that system's doing. They can't even make a little toy system for families. They can't even get that out on time. It ain't easy to make these systems, guys. It's hard as hell. Everything doesn't work the way that you want it to work. It's crazy. Even though some Mario sports games lack content at launch, they still find a way to invest many hours. Yeah, I just think that people should just wait. Like, I get it, wanting everything there. Like, I get that, but that's just not how the market works in today's day, you know? So it is what it is. Let's see here. So let's see here, bro. Steam Deck is behind even the Series S in 1 hour and 30-minute battery life with games like DMC 5 minutes. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That battery life it's cooked. It's absolutely cooked. Goodness gracious. He's like, yo, the gardener's like, hey, you streaming? I'm gonna do this. Yo, guys, hit that like button. If you enjoy the stream, hit that like button, guys. Also, people that are new, make sure you become members. 400 people watching. I do appreciate that. Hit that like button. I do appreciate you guys coming through to the stream. Exclamation mark member. Join up. Get in on the emotes. Let's get 11 new Elite Ninja for a triangle strategy giveaway. Let's freaking go. Thank you guys for the support, though. I appreciate it. Have you started the triangle strategy demo? No, I am gonna finish Legends Arceus completely, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play the demo, and I'm gonna ride the demo right into the actual game. I don't want to play all the way up to chapter 3 and then be stuck for a while, right? Because triangle strategy, we still got about a little bit less than a month before triangle strategy comes out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play right before. I'm gonna play like March 1st. I'm gonna start playing it, and then as soon as I'm gonna roll right into it. I don't want to do it right now. If you do it right now, you're gonna screw yourself over. Wait, and then roll right into it. Once March 4th, that's the better way to do it. Do it the week of. Don't do it before. Do it the week of. Treat it as an early access, like you pre-ordered the game, right? Treat it like that, and then like you get the early access, and then roll right into it instead of doing it too early. You know what I'm saying? So thank you for the $5, YZ. Yo, shout outs to Greasy776 with the Elite Ninja pledge. Yo, I appreciate that. And guys, believe it or not, we have hit a regular PlayerEssence Live record at 424 viewers. I know that's not a lot for some people, but for me, that's a lot for just a regular PlayerEssence Live. No, I mean, yeah, there was a direct yesterday. I get that. But still, you know, we've had directs before in the past and not have this many viewers on the next stream after the direct. So thank you guys so much. We hit 400 plus viewers. That is definitely a record. Let's go. Live Alive looks way better than Triangle Strategy. I don't know about that. What do you mean by way better? In what way? Graphically, they look the same. Well, no, graphically, Triangle Strategy is more flashy, like with like the special effects. But if you just mean like the game quality, I don't know about that. Alive it's like a bunch of different games mixed in together. So I don't know what game's gonna be better. But I wouldn't bank against Triangle Strategy being the better game. I really wouldn't. Triangle Strategy might be the best strategy RPG. Like, it might be better than Fire Emblem Three Houses. Like, that's how good Triangle... Like, you guys aren't realizing how good Triangle Strategy is. I think that's the problem, is that you guys are kind of low-key sleeping on it. But yeah, Triangle Strategy is a AAA quality strategy RPG. Like, it's probably better than Three Houses, but we'll see, you know? But we'll see. Monado Mario says, has been a member for 29 months. Says, I agree with your last video on fan service design in Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Turned down some for the Western peeps, but in Japan, that's kind of like the reason why Xenoblade Chronicles 2 sells. I don't know if that's the reason why it sells, but I mean, I think it's definitely part of it. But I'm pretty sure they'll put that fan service in there, you know? So yeah. Let's see here. It says, no way, man. I'm just talking about the looks. You got to look at the trailer again. I watched the trailer multiple times. And no, I didn't see how it looks way better. No, I didn't see that. I really did. It's the same HD 2D engine. It's using the same type of pixels and stuff like that. That's in the game. It's both Unreal Engine 4. It doesn't look way better to me graphically. No, it actually looks the same. I thought it was Octopath when I first saw it. So like, so graphically it doesn't look any better than. I mean, you're trying to make it seem as if graphically somehow it looks better from a visual standpoint. It doesn't. It's the same HD 2D. It's the reused assets that they use for all HD 2D games. It really is. You know, like maybe you like the art better. Maybe that's what you're saying. Maybe the art appeals to you, but from a graphical or technical perspective, it's the same. It's the same. But it's all good. Let's see here. Let's see. For all the people that say Switch isn't good enough to do I strongly disagree. And the output on Banger. I mean. People have it's okay to have an opinion, guys. It's okay to have an opinion. Let's see here. Well, do you think Xenoblade Chronicles 3 will have an online mode? Yes, and I'll talk about that more in my video tomorrow morning. Let's see. Nintendo publishes Live Alive, by the way. That's really cool, Nintendo to publish Live Alive. That is awesome. That is awesome. I think that's why Nintendo said, hey, I'm gonna put a premium on that Live Alive, $50 for that physical version of the game. Well, it's $50 just in general, but yeah, man, that's crazy. I'll pay 50 for the game though. I'll pay 50 for it. You know, Octopath was 60. So did you look at any of the Japanese trailers for the for Loop 8? No, I didn't see any of the Japanese. I don't have time for the Japanese trailers right now. I only had time to look over and look at all the stuff that's confirmed for here. Once I get done with all my work for the stuff that's for here, then I will do the other stuff. I'll look at maybe the other stuff. Let's see here. Where are the blades in Xenoblade Chronicles 3 at? What do you think, OJ? There are blades in the game, but you will not be controlling blades. combat-wise. You will not be controlling them combat-wise. You want to know how I know you won't be controlling them combat-wise? Because I know. Because of the way, just from the cutscenes. But no, there are no you use blades in this game. There are blades. There are people that are blades and flesh eaters. There will be blades in this game, but they will actually be individual characters that you can use normally. But yeah. I think that one guy was a blade. There was a guy that was a blade too. So there are people that are flesh eaters and blades. But yeah, it's not gonna be like, oh, I attach 3 blades to one character, you know, and then I fight that way. It's definitely not. I don't think. Now, I could be wrong, but I don't think it's gonna be like that. I think it's gonna be like Xeno 1, you know, but there's gonna be some differences. There's gonna be some major differences in the game, you know. Do you think Xenoblade Chronicles has a chance to sell 3 million within a year? Absolutely it does. Check out my video. Actually, no, I didn't talk about that in my video. 3 million in a year would be tough, but I think it has a chance to do it. So yeah. Let's see. Come on, you really think Witcher 3 is not good enough to look amazing compared to Switch on the Steam Deck? Wait, are you talking to me, Abe? Who are you talking to? I didn't talk about Witcher 3. I don't know. You didn't tag anybody, so I don't know who you're talking to. But I didn't talk about Witcher 3, so I guess you're talking about somebody else. Hello Games posted a video of No Man's Sky running on Switch, and oh my gosh, it actually looks like it runs good. From what they showed in the trailer was direct gameplay. You could tell by like the jaggies and stuff, so it looked like it ran good in the trailer. So yeah. Apparently that game, No Man's Sky, they had a rogue group of developers who were just like, in their off time, because they're making so much money from No Man's Sky and the microtransactions from their very dedicated base. They're like, come to work, you know, let me just do what we want, you know, just kind of let's just work on this Switch version. That's kind of how a lot of Switch versions get done. That's how Crash Bandicoot got done. Insane Trilogy, you have like one person that likes the Switch, or a couple people that actually like the Switch at the office, and then they're like, oh, let's see if we can port it. And then they start kind of like putting things together. You know, the Switch supports a lot of different engines and tools. I mean, it's hard, but it supports it, right? So you can get things done. Then all of a sudden, wait a minute, this kind of works. And then they keep on working on it because it's fun, because it's something new. It's something it gives you purpose or reason to kind of like work. And then you're like, wait a minute, hold up, this actually works. And then you start getting, hey, we can do this. And then more people get involved. And then all of a sudden, then you get the game. But that's essentially how that game was birthed. You just had a couple of employees that liked the Switch and decided to work on it, you know. But yeah, I mean, that's cool. You know, that's really cool. Do you think the blade system will be like Torna? No, there will be no blade system in this game. There will be no, they're not going to reuse the blade. They're not going to reuse the gimmick. Xenoblade, believe it or not, Xenoblade has never reused a main combat gimmick. Xenoblade 1 was Xenoblade 1. Xenoblade X had mechs and it had other stuff. That was the gimmick, was mechs. Xenoblade 2 was blades. Torna was blades, but adjusted. But Torna wasn't a brand new, it wasn't a sequel. It was an extension of 2. There's 3 new Xenoblade games, right? And none of them have the same hook or gimmick as the other one. So no, I don't think Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is going to use a blade system. It's just not. Or if it does, it's going to be completely different from what they've done before. It's not. They're not going to copy what they've done. The trailer tells you a lot, but I'll have my breakdown on the trailer maybe tomorrow morning. If not tomorrow morning, Saturday morning. Shout outs to Monado Mario with the 75 NT says, want a reversed RGT style bet. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 doesn't sell 3 million. You have to play Balin. No, I'm good on that. I'm good on that. Daniel Villanueva with the $5 says, congrats on having 400 viewers. I appreciate that. Yeah, we're going to have a lot more viewers throughout the rest of the year just because Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Just because now that we have the official confirmation of Xenoblade fans will start watching more. Now that there's an official confirmation. I got a bunch of people in my video that I made on February 2nd where it says Nintendo Switch, Nintendo Direct soon, Xenoblade Chronicles 3 announcement incoming, and all of you were like, hooray, you did it, you were right, yay! Like, everybody was like giving me mad props in the comment section. So like that type of stuff made me super happy when I was looking over my videos. I was like, oh snap, they were all happy. All these guys that I've never seen comment on my videos before. So a lot of new Xenoblade fans coming into the stream, so I like that, you know. But yeah, we'll be talking Xenoblade for the rest of my life. Thank you for the donations though, guys. I appreciate that. Let's see. I'll miss Blades though. No, you won't. No, you won't, man. No, you won't. You won't miss any of that. Once you play I think once you guys play Xenoblade Chronicles 3, I don't think you guys are gonna miss any of that stuff. Because in my, I mean, I guess people did miss the mechs though. I think people did miss the mechs in Xenoblade Chronicles 2. But I don't know. Every game has its own unique spin. So like, it's good to do new things, guys. If you do the same thing over and over again, we would have never got Xenoblade X, if you think about it, or we would have never gotten Blades in the first place, right? So it's good to change things up. It's good if you just keep doing the same thing, then you stagnate, and that's never been Monolith Soft's MO. That's never been their MO, is to keep doing the same thing with Xenoblade, you know? So I expect something new, and I want something new. But the aesthetics, the style, the soul of Xenoblade is still there. But then you give us the new elements. I want a new game, you know? So yeah. So let's see here. Appreciate the stream. Looking forward to Strikers, Xeno, and enjoying the demo for Triangle Strategy. Let's go. I think I'm the very few people like Xenoblade Chronicles 2 gameplay. Very few. I don't think you're the very few people. Considering how well the game sold, I think a lot of people liked it. Let's see here. I did never played X. Yeah, hopefully it comes to Switch so you can play it. If not, you can play it on the Wii U. I will not miss the blade system. You know what? The blade system was not bad. The only problem was that the way that you got the blades. That was the problem. Not necessarily the blade system itself. It was the way you got them. If they made it to where you got new blades, like rare blades based off of like quests instead, it would have been a considerably better game. Like, hey, you have this crazy quest you have to do to go get this blade, or where you find a blade, right? That would have been way better than making a whole economy around blades. Like sending, like that type of stuff was just, it was like eating too much. Like you already have a plate full of food, and then like the Italian grandmother comes and serves you more food, like more spaghetti or more pot, and you're like, but I got chicken, I got beef, I got vegetables, I've got everything that I need. And she's like, no, eat some more. You know what I'm saying? Eat some more. And it's like, bro, I'm already full. That's the problem. Is like they overthought Xenoblade, you know? And that's Monolith Soft's MO too. Sometimes they just put too much, you know, it kind of can overwhelm people. So they just overthought it, you know? Let's see here. Acafeos with the $6.99 Canadian. Says, any tips for Xenoblade 2? I'm going to be starting it soon. Love the first one. Based on your recommendations, keep it up, OJ. Okay, so tips for Xenoblade Chronicles 2. My tip would be you have to buy the tutorials. So once you get to like the main big place, you go to like to the person, and there's like I think other places too. So make sure you talk to all the merchants, because if you want to know something, for some stupid reason they make you buy the tutorials, unless they patch that out, you have to buy the tutorials. So do that, and then also pay attention to the blade combos. Make sure you have a balanced blade team of like fire, water, whatever. Have a balanced blade team, and remember your blade combos. So once you do that, you'll be okay. Yeah, the informant. So my grandma's always overfeeding me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you always have the grandmother coming in, and you've been eating all day. This is or heck, my wife, man. I'll be sitting there when I was in Nigeria, man. I'm sitting there, she feed, like, we have this thing called suya, right? So suya, it's like beef. It's like tender, seasoned. The greatest food in the world is Nigerian suya. We had it from this dude. Literally, legitimately, the dude was like cutting a damn cow like right behind us. It was amazing. It was an amazing experience. I didn't post something because people are weirdos on the internet, but like maybe I'll post it later, or maybe I'll show you guys the video. But we're out in the street. There's hella people, right? We're in the main town. There's our city. There's hella people, and like they have these street vendors, right? Like street food. And there was a dude cooking suya, and like she would always buy so much for me. She'd buy like noodles, and she would cook a whole damn thing of noodles for me and put suya in it, and it tasted like heaven on earth. And then I finished with it, and she's like, okay, I'm making some pasta, or I'm making this, and I'm like, oh no, I'm already done eating. And then she just like look at me, and I'd be like, okay, I'll eat. And like if I don't eat what she says, she gets freaking mad. So I'm just like, oh, it's like eating too much. She's Monolith Soft. She's my damn Monolith Soft. I love her. She's beautiful, but damn, she be overfeeding me sometimes, man. Oh my gosh, dude. Let's see here. Home cooked meals fire. As your sponsor said, he's forming a team of Mario Strikers. Just wondering if you're teaming up. I haven't talked to him yet. Well, I'll talk to him on Saturday for the Spawncast. You know, it's Mario. It's good. Mario Strikers wasn't leaked ahead of time. That was a surprise. Nobody saw coming. Yeah, that's true. But nobody believes the leaks anyway. So, you know. But I said Mario Strikers could be there. I mean, we talked about Mario Strikers on this channel a lot. That it could be there. So. Tell them about that suya. I had the best suya of my life back in the village, bro. I'm telling you, best suya ever, man. Back in the Lekki area in Nigeria. Ooh, my boy. Lagos, the Lekki area. Whew. Bro, I'm telling you, man, it's the greatest thing that I've ever had of my life. It was seasoned. It was just delicious. You gotta put it in noodles though. I don't know if you put it like in Indomie, the Indomie noodles. You gotta put it in the noodles. She added, like, you gotta put it in the noodles, then you gotta have that Indomie, those noodles on the side, bro, and then the flavor just kind of soaks it in, and then you gotta have some of that fat boy bread that they have there in Nigeria that, like, it'll go bad and, like, you gotta eat it in like 2 days or it'll go bad. That fat boy thick bread with like 10 million carbs in there. You gotta have some of that fat boy bread, noodles, and suya, bro. Let's see here. Casual Noob Gamer with the membership. Thank you so much, Casual Noob Gamer. I do appreciate it. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Shout outs. Welcome to the Elite Ninja Village. Let's get it. Woo, I almost read that wrong. Game Facts says guide for 3 different battles to progress through Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Yeah, you don't need all that, but maybe some people do. I see here. Is Strikers gonna be the new Mario Kart? Yes, we will be playing Strikers. That's what I'm saying. Like, we needed new games, guys. We needed new content. It's not like I don't want to play it against you guys and stuff. Shout outs to Casual Noob. Hey guys, 10 more. Let's get 10 more Elite Ninja. We need 10 more for our Triangle Strategy giveaway. Let's do it. Exclamation mark member. Let's get it. But we just needed some new games, man. Strikers, Splatoon 3, new Mario Kart. We will play Mario Kart. The DLC is coming out in March. We will play that because I want to play those classic stages. I just needed something new. It was just we're just stagnating. It was just Splatoon 2, Mario Kart. It was just, we played Among Us a lot. I needed some new-ish Smash Brothers. I needed some new. We finally got new, fresh content to play. New, fresh games to play. You know? So, yeah, man. So, yeah. What characters from other Xeno games would you want to see in Xenoblade Chronicles 3? I don't know. I don't really want to see anybody else from there. I just want to play the game. Let's see here. You got to actually type your question and tag him. Yeah, tag me, Mr. Davis. Tag me. I didn't see your question, Mr. Davis, so just tag me. Let's see here. What character? Oh, I already read that. Let's see here. So my question. Just write the question again, Mr. Davis. There's a lot of people in here, and the chat's going really fast, so I didn't see your question. So just write the question again. Okay, write the question again. Looking forward to the hype train leading up to Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I'm new to the series after playing X2 for the first time. Or sorry, Xenoblade Chronicles. Yeah, I'll just call it X2. X2 for the first time. About to jump into Definitive Edition next. Hey, there you go. Oh, wait a minute. You played... You know, I always say this. You should probably play Xenoblade 1 before you play Xenoblade 2. If you play 2 before you play 1, it'll become a... Oh, that's why... If you play 2 first, you'll be like, okay, I guess. At the ending. But if you play 1 and then you play 2, you'll be like, oh, wow. That, like, it's legitimately like a night and day difference. If you play 2 before you play 1 and beat it, you're gonna be, the ending's gonna be like, okay, cool. Like, it's gonna get, like, it's self-contained, but the ending is way more dope when you've already played 1. It's not needed, but it's considerably better when you play 1. It makes way more sense. If you play 1 first. Although, you will get... Everything does get resolved in Xenoblade Chronicles 2, so the story that they have there. But I highly suggest playing 1 and beating 1 first before you play 2. You know? I highly suggest that. Hey, yeah, we need more like... Guys, hit that like button. What are you guys doing with that like button? What are you guys doing with the like button? Hit that like button, baby. Let's go. I think Chrono Cross gave Square Enix a lot of issues porting it. Even the PlayStation trailer has those PS1 frame drops. I wouldn't necessarily go off of the PS or off of the trailer, Elias. Wait till the game actually comes out. I highly doubt that the game will have frame drops like that. So wait till the game actually comes out. Babylon Redeemer, and I think that they slowed down some of the footage too. By the way, I think they slowed things down as well. So I highly doubt that it's the same exact thing. I highly doubt that. It'll probably be a stable locked 30 frames. You know. So yeah. Babylon Redeemer, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate that. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm not talking about NBA trades today, guys. Ask a question you didn't answer. Combat, I think. Okay, how is combat and triangle strategy? It's strategy RPG. It's a turn-based strategy RPG. You can check out the demo, Mr. Davis. Just type in triangle strategy on your Switch, and you can play the demo right now, so you can see how the combat is yourself. You know, or you can watch any one of my videos that have triangle strategy, so you can look at the combat. I've made gameplay videos on it as well and showed trailers, so you can check that out. Let's see. Do you think you'll play with the village with the new strikers much? Yeah, I already said that I would, Nintendo. Do you think Monolith Soft will simplify the combat or make it easier to understand for newcomers? It'll be simplified. It will be simplified, and there will be a casual mode from the very beginning. There will be a casual mode from the beginning. It will be simplified, and it'll have the depth for people who want the depth, but it's definitely going to be simplified. It's not going to be, because like Torna was simplified. Torna's actually really easy. Torna's like super easy to understand. Like Torna's like shockingly easy. It's easier than Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. Like it's easier than that game, you know? So like Torna has the simplest combat in the whole Xeno series. Torna does. So I highly suggest them to even dial things back a little bit more, but still have the depth that you like in like the arts and stuff that you like in Xenoblade, you know. Should you play Future Connected before completing Xenoblade Chronicles 2, or you can play Future Connected in the order that I suggest playing in the order that's released. So just play, if you play the Xenoblade series in the order that it's released, then it's fine. So if you play Xenoblade Chronicles 1, then you play X, then you play Xenoblade Chronicles 2, then you play Torna, and then you play Future Connected. You can do that order and it's just fine, you know? Let's see, your Strikers multiplayer looks like it'll be pretty good. Rotations as well. Yeah, it looks like it's good, because you can play, it's 4 players online, right, for Strikers? So 4 players online, we can get quick matches in, and then rotate out people, or we can do clubs. We can just do a club, and then we can do like club rotations. So yeah. So yeah. Let's see, Game Pass parry mode. Yeah. Let's see here. D-What says, "Grats on the live streaming record." Hey, I appreciate that, D-What. Thank you for the $4.99. I appreciate you. I've been seeing you've been coming through to the streams lately too. Thank you for the donation, man. Thank you. Let's see here. It's not about can't. No, it's not the same. It's not about using the same servers. That doesn't make sense. There's a bunch of servers that Nintendo has that has netcode written to games, and a netcode is shared across the games unless the developer has, like, let's say their own server that they use for their games that you log into theirs. Like, let's say Fortnite, for example, right? Pings you to there, Nintendo Online then pings you to whatever server to play on somewhere else. So whatever Nintendo's doing, that's on the Nintendo network. So it's all that, you know what I'm saying? But it's not all based on one thing. It can be different based on the developer. So just keep that in mind. So yeah. I played Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Definitive Edition because DE wasn't even announced for the platform yet. Yeah, that's fine. Like I said, if you play it in order, that's fine. Do you think we'll get a new Golden Sun announced at E3? It's possible. So how about the main protagonist resembling Elma vaguely? The main protagonist in Xenoblade Chronicles 3? I don't see any resemblance for Elma in the... Not really. So yeah. They better have Shulk in Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I don't think Shulk... Yeah. Well, I don't know if you've beat Xenoblade Chronicles 1 and 2, but I highly doubt Shulk is gonna be in Xenoblade Chronicles. I mean, how old was Shulk? No, I don't think it's possible for Shulk to be in Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I don't think, unless they do some type of like, yeah, I don't think he could, but I really doubt that Shulk will be in Xenoblade. I mean, he could, but I doubt it. So yeah, I highly doubt it. So yeah, man. How well do you think Front Mission will do on Switch? I don't know. It's Forever Entertainment, so it should do okay. Strikers Club for each Elite Ninja here. Elite Ninja tier could be dope. Yeah. I agree with OG Xenoblade Chronicles 3. It's so amazing. Sold me already on the hype. Waiting for the game to drop. Yes, sir. I was surprised to see Nintendo focus more on online aspects for their games. Is that a surprise? They've been doing online games pretty much every single... Is that a surprise for them to focus on that, though? Is it? I don't think that's a surprise. I don't think it is. Let's see. Sorry, the red cloths he wears in the official release resembles Elma. Look at the belts on the waist. That's. I mean, that's that. We're kind of really, we're overanalyzing here. But all right. So yeah, was that Van Ham in the trailer? It might have been a descendant of Van Ham, but we'll talk about it more in my video tomorrow morning. Let's see here. Dude just spoiled Xenoblade. I did not spoil Xenoblade. I just don't think Shulk's going to be in the game. I mean, I think it's pretty easy. I mean, if you've played Xenoblade 1 and Xenoblade 2, and then you look at the trailer, it's pretty clear to see that it's either this game is definitely future, okay? But obviously, if you know the tie, like future connected, obviously there is a tie from Xenoblade Chronicles 1, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, what happens in that game, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, the ending of that game, and then Future Connected, and how those bridge together to create where we're at right now. That's essentially what's going on here. Xenoblade 1 is right here. Xenoblade 2 is right here. Future Connected is right here, okay? Xenoblade Chronicles Torna is below. Torna is like, that happened before, so that's like not as important, but it's there, right? Then you have Xenoblade Chronicles X is like over there. X is like over there. And then these two games, like Xenoblade 2 and Future Connected, those are the two that are like, okay, that I think that has the biggest deal on what's happening with this game. Future Connected, what happens in, I mean, obviously what happens in Xenoblade Chronicles 1. Yes, that one too, there's similar locations. There's actually exact locations from Xenoblade Chronicles 1, right? In the trailer that we've already seen, in the screenshots. And then what happens at the end of that, what happens there, the little things, and then connecting that with Xenoblade Chronicles 2. But the main thing is Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I think that's the main thing that you need to know. Like, you need to play, I mean, at the bare minimum, you need to play Xenoblade Chronicles 2. At the bare minimum, you should play it, you know? What are my thoughts on Three Hopes? Looks good. Looks good. I'm looking forward to playing it. So yeah. Do you think Gramps will be in Xenoblade Chronicles 3? I think Gramps has a possibility, yes. He should probably still be alive, so yeah. I think Gramps has a very big possibility of being in Xenoblade Chronicles 3. They have, but not to this degree as yesterday, certain titles like Strikers Battle League. I don't know. I mean, like, they've had tournaments, like, they have, like, tournaments in, like, Mario Kart, right? That's, like, kind of, like, doing stuff like that. Or, like, Splatoon's had, like, you know, we put together, like, your squads in Splatoon, right? I don't know. Like, I think that they make their features based off of, like, the game itself. Like, clubs comes from just soccer. What's soccer called, or football in the rest of the world? It's your club. They don't call it a team, right? They call it a club. So I think that, oh, they were thinking, hey, soccer clubs, that's what they're called. People call them, like, your club. So let's just make a thing called the club, right? So I think it's really more based off of from each individual title, more so than they're doing more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really I think that they're pretty much been doing the same. That's just me. I mean, if you look at, like, Mario Party, you know, like, that has pretty in-depth, pretty good online too, you know? So I don't know. I think that they've been kind of, it's been kind of a focus for a while now, you know, to improve that. But I don't think that you're wrong though, Dank. I actually see exactly what you're saying though. Like, I see what you're saying, and yeah, regardless, it's dope, you know, regardless, it's good. No matter how we want to slice it or dice it, you know, it's good. Let's see, what are your thoughts on, okay, I already read that. Let's see here. I know you're not talking about this, but the All-Star Draft is hilarious. Okay, yeah, I'm not talking about sports today, but yeah, shout outs. Will you be streaming Mario Strikers? Yeah, I'll be streaming Mario Strikers. I'll be streaming. Could Switch Sports be a 10 million seller? Yes, Switch Sports can definitely be a 10 million seller. Yes, it has the opportunity to be a 10 million seller. Yeah, I mean, if We Fit, or not We Fit, if Ring Fit can be a 10 million seller, then I think the sports game can be. I think it's going to be fun. People are going to buy it. I think it's going to be like a long-term seller, though. I think it's going to be one of those games that's like, they need to support it with, like, content, though. Like, they need to, like, you know, support it with extra content and stuff, so. But yeah, it looks good. It looks good. I think it definitely has the opportunity to do extremely well. You know, to do extremely well. Let's see. I think Kirby can sell like 8 million. I think 8 million might be a little bit high for Kirby. Might be a little bit high. I'm thinking more of the 5 million range. 4 or 5 million range for Kirby. So I'm giving it 2 million plus over Kirby Star Allies. So OJ, good to see you with the magnificent beard, my boy. Hey, thank you, Taz. I appreciate that. Think we'll still get a mainline Fire Emblem entry later in the year or next year. It's possible for later in the year, but it might be early next year. It's possible, but I think it'll be announced this year, though. I still think that it's coming. It's coming. I don't know what Atomic Heart is, so no items in the trailer. Honest question, when do you think the next Nintendo hardware is coming out? Yeah, 2024. 2024. I should make a video on that, too. Have you met RGT in real life? No, not yet. I don't know why you want to know how he smells. That's weird. No. Haven't met him yet, but I will one of these days. I know you never answered this question because of conflict of interest, but Mac 3 Battle Royale, I don't know what the hell that means, SC. I have no idea what the hell you're talking about, man, but shout outs. Thanks for coming through to the stream. Thanks for coming through to the stream, guys. So yeah, man. Probably smells like roast beef. I don't know how he smells. I don't be smelling dudes like that. Let's see here. Early next year, Fire Emblem makes sense. Switch already has Advanced Wars and Triangle Strategy this year. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, Triangle Strategy. And it has the new Fire Emblem game, too. Like, we still have Fire Emblem Three Hopes, which is coming out this year, which is going to be better than people are going to give it credit for. It's going to be better than people are going to give it credit for. Just like Age of Calamity, who said, oh, it's not going to be very good. It is very good. Just frame rate, some stuff. But I think Fire Emblem Three Hopes will not have the same frame rate issues because they don't have to worry about having, like, that huge Breath of the Wild style areas, and they don't have to take a half a year to make the grass in the game, which was hilarious. That game went through many development hell. If you're spending half a year on grass, there's a problem. So yeah. Let's see here. What are my thoughts on the Alive game? Looks really cool. I'm gonna pick it up. Much respect for answering my question. Consider me a subscriber. Hey, thank you, Zarsky. I appreciate that. Subscribe to the channel. So yeah, make sure if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe, guys. Darkron, thank you so much for the subscription. Appreciate that. Remember, you get shoutouts when you subscribe. So if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Sup, bro? Just grinding SMT5 at work. Hey, there you go. That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. Get that grinding in at some point, man. Get that grinding in at some point. Hey, what's up, Nightshade? 3 Hopes doesn't have dynamic grass, so frame rate's gonna be solid. Yeah, no dynamic grass. Frame rate is that grass really holds things back, man. Heck, even Tales of Arise got to have pop-in grass at times on the PS5, mind you. Yo, Zarsky, thank you for the official subscription. Appreciate that, my boy. Thank you. Let's see. I'm hope for the new Fire Emblem games. I think you have hope for it, so you think it's gonna be. You're thinking that maybe it's gonna be good. Trying to get an OLED Switch from Amazon, but it's really hard. Yeah, it's tough, bro. Make sure you follow Jake Randall on Twitter. Follow Jake Randall at Jake Randall at Twitter. He's gonna help you find Switch OLEDs, PS5s, Xboxes, all that type of stuff. You know. Let's see. Sony and Microsoft fans barely eating this year. Imagine not being a Switch owner. Stop, man. Oh my god. Yeah, but Microsoft, Xbox, that bro, they eating dookie. They got a dookie platter. What is what the, I know Sony fans eating pretty good. You got Horizon Forbidden West coming. You got third-party games though. So the thing that we have to realize is that with Microsoft and Sony, there's a lot of big third-party games. And I'll never complain about the lineups for Microsoft and Sony. I'm just having a little bit of fun because there's like we're talking like first party. Because I have like a million. I'm starting to accumulate a PS5 library. You know, like I'm starting to accumulate. Where is it? I am starting to accumulate like PS5 games that I have. Imagine having a backlog of unopened PS5 games. So I'm starting to accumulate a small library of PS5 games, you know, that I haven't even opened yet, on top of my other PS5 games right here. And my favorite PS5 game, Returnal. I played and beat that though. But yeah, it's getting to be interesting. But yeah, there'll be third-party games. So PS5 and Xbox Series owners, they're solid. They're gonna have plenty of games. But Xbox has like where are the first-party games, dude? Like, where are the first-party games at for Xbox? Sony at least has Gran Turismo, that's coming out. Horizon, that's coming out. God of War. So that's 3 pretty big first-party games. That's enough. That's pretty good eating, especially when you're talking about God of War and Horizon, you know, and Gran Turismo. Those are all 10 million plus sellers, right? So, yeah. Let's see, where's the command for you to become a member again? Yeah, no problem. If you want to become a member, guys, !member, I promise you that this is the greatest membership that you're going to have for $1 ever. It really is. It really is the greatest, it really is the greatest membership, man. You get a lot for becoming a member. So, yeah. Yo, Jigan5 with the Joe. Shout out to the JoJo boy. Says, sup, OJ, replaying Xenoblade 1 and not on the casual this time. Let's go. But the amount of quests I need to do is ridiculous at the very start. Can you play Arisco Royal Capital from Torn of the Golden Country? Yes, I can. That's a great sound pick. And yeah, you got to kind of grind a little bit. You got to kind of grind just a little bit. It's a long game. So yeah, buckle up. Buckle up, get ready. Shout outs. Thank you for the $10 JoJo boys. Where's on Twitter? Hook up the system drops to Jake. Jake is better than Wario, but yeah. But actually, they're both really good. I shouldn't even say that. Do you think they'll use the same Warriors engine for Fire Emblem main game? It's possible, but it'd probably be something different. It might be something different. But yeah, they do have a Warriors engine that they use. But believe it or not, there's actually multiple different like variations of that Warriors engine that they use. So they could use a variation. I don't think it's going to be the exact same one that they used for Fire Emblem Three Houses. And if they do, like I said, it's definitely going to be heavily upgraded and improved over what they did before, in my opinion, at least. Don't forget about Final Fantasy 16. What am I forgetting? What are you talking about? I think you might be behind on the stream, but haven't talked about Final Fantasy 16 at all. Unless at the beginning of the stream, so I don't know what you're talking about. Nintendo fans. And Final Fantasy 16 isn't launching this year. It's not launching this year. I don't think it is. So yeah. If you mean that, like, don't forget about Final Fantasy for PS5. We don't know. That game does not have a date for this year, dude. So I wouldn't. Ninja Slayer, I would not. If you're expecting FF16 this year, it might, but there is no confirmation on that, bro. So I wouldn't really expect that. I went over confirmed games that we know for sure that we're eating this year for PS5, you know? Which would be Horizon, God of War, and Gran Turismo. Horizon got a date, Gran Turismo got a date, God of War got 2022. So, I don't watch any musical collaborations, no. What's going on with E3 this year? I don't think you can... E3, yeah, I don't know if there's going to be an E3, a normal E3 this year, but Nintendo should still have their events and all that. Stop spamming that question. You're spamming, so I'm just going to time you out. Let's see here. I love Metroid Dread, but I don't think I'm going to attempt Dread mode. Boss Rush is cool, though. Yeah, Dread mode might be a little bit too tough. Although, professional Super Smash Bros. Player Void beat the Dread mode in like 2 hours or something like that. He like no-hit the Dread mode in 2 hours, but he'd been speedrunning the game, and he's super good at video games, just in general. He plays Guilty Gear. He plays lots of stuff. He knows how to play lots of different games. So he's just his hand-eye coordination is just better than all of ours. He's just good. He's just born. He was born with it, though. So I mean, that's the you can't teach what Void has. You can't teach what some of these guys have to be able to beat games like that, do stuff like that, or you have to work 15 times harder to achieve the same results that he can do in like way less time. You know, but that Dread mode is definitely for speedrunners and guys that have a little bit that are just better gamers than most of us, you know, which is, that's okay. You don't have to be the best at everything. Let's see. I'm surprised some still thinking Breath of the Wild 2 won't be out this year. Seems more obvious to me after this direct this holiday. Yeah, it's the big holiday 2022 title. I mean, there's no way that Nintendo, I think Nintendo would actually release the game not finished, like with some frame rate problems, over it not releasing this year. I don't think they say, oh, we're going to delay it for quality or whatever the case is. No, Nintendo will make sure that Breath of the Wild 2 releases this year. I'm almost positive they will get it out this year. And if there's any issues with it, they'll just patch it. You know, I mean, I hate to say that, but that's what's happening, because the game will be in good enough shape to play. They're not going to launch the game broken to where it won't work, but there might be a frame rate dip here. They're not completely optimized to the fullest, of course. You know what I'm saying? But that's okay. It's going to release this year, and whatever issues, it'll be patched, just like they did with Breath of the Wild that's what they did on the Switch, man. The game probably could have maybe waited like another half year, but they just released it because they had to hit that March 3rd launch. They just released it, and then they just patched it later, which, like I said, not the funnest thing in the world, but as long as the game is super fun and it's good, hey, it is what it is. Let's see here. Yo, thank you for the subscription. I do not know how to say that name, but it's Japanese. Thank you for the subscription. I appreciate that, dude. Welcome. 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 Xbox gets my second most anticipated game, 2022 Starfield. Starfield's great, but I have no idea what it is. I've seen nothing on the game, and I don't know. I can't trust Bethesda, to be honest. So I don't really trust Bethesda anymore with their games. I used to, but not anymore. So, I mean, like, I think Starfield's good, but, like, the media is telling you Starfield is great. People are telling you Starfield is great. You're being hyped by other people. You're not being hyped by your own eyes. You're being hyped by the media telling you that Starfield's going to be the greatest thing. By Bethesda and Microsoft telling you that. I have not seen anything that tells me that Starfield is going to be great from what they've announced this game. But there is nothing from, it's a new IP too, so I can't go off of, oh, well, it's like, it's Elder Scrolls, or, oh, it's Fallout. It's something new. I have no idea. So the media is telling you that it's going to be amazing. When I actually see the gameplay, when I actually see what they're going to do, then okay. But don't mind me. I don't want to get cyberpunked, okay? Because I'm pretty sure you were like excited for cyberpunk too. You know, I'm not getting, y'all be getting, this is how you get cyberpunked, okay? Zoob, if I were you, be very careful. Wait for actual in-gameplay trailers before you start getting crazy hyped for something that's already been announced. Now, if you're saying like, hey, there's a sequel that's coming and I'm hyped because I love the series, then that's one thing. But we've seen nothing on Starfield. There's been no gameplay. There's been no footage. There's been nothing real. So I can't get hyped for something that's not anything at this point. You know, I need to see something from that game, and there's been nothing. So I'm not going to get hyped because the media tells you to get hyped, you know? Because you guys might get Cyberpunk. That game might launch and it might be a broken freaking mess. And then what? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you guys got to start listening to what happened, you know? Start listening to what happens. Cyberpunk, yeah, I'm sure you got me with that. Yeah, cyberpunked. Y'all got cyberpunked, you know? Yeah, I learned from my lesson from Cyberpunk. I'll wait. Yeah, wait till they show something before you get insanely hyped and say this is like my second most. Wait till they show something. You know, like wait till and then say like and then say yeah, now I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? Like I get it because it's Bethesda, but do you guys trust Bethesda? Do you guys trust them like 100% after Fallout 76 and after all their broken messes that they've released? Like, do you guys actually trust them? I mean, I don't trust them like that. You know, I really don't. I really, really, really don't. And to be honest, a lot of Western developers have just released stuff that is just bad. Like the big game, like you're supposed to be hyped for. It started with Andromeda. That was where it really started for me, was Andromeda. Andromeda, that's where it started, bro. Like, oh god, dude, I got hyped for that before they even showed any actual gameplay. Played it, it was a complete mess of a game, you know? Complete trash, garbage mess of a game. But thank you, Not James, I appreciate that. What is even Starfield anyway? Like, we know next to nothing about the game. Bro, I'm mad at how, like, we've known about Starfield for quite some time now, and Nintendo and other developers have literally, like, announced and released games in shorter time period than we've known about Starfield, and we still see no gameplay. You know? So yeah, Skyrim on PS3 was brutal. It was terrible, dude. Like their track record, I get it. Bethesda's great. Like I do like some of their games, but I'm not gonna be sitting here getting hyped for stuff like 10 years in advance anymore, man. Like especially their open-ended games. They're more closed like Dishonored, Prey, Deathloop, stuff like that is always far more polished because they don't got to worry about big old huge open worlds and stuff like that. But their open-ended games just launch like in terrible states, man. So I'm good and all that to get hyped for it just yet. I don't want to be a buzzkill, Zoob, but like I said, I don't want you to get cyberpunked, man. Dude's got blinded by Keanu Reeves, and yeah, they did get blinded by Keanu Reeves. Like I said, that's all you needed. That's all you needed, and all of a sudden, it was the greatest game in the world. It was the best game in the world. It was #1. It was RPG of the year, right? All you need was Keanu Reeves going like this. That's all you needed. Let's see. I was hyped for Cyberpunk because others were hyped. I was hyped for Cyberpunk because others were hyped. I'm hyped for Starfield because I like Todd's other games. I love the two. So wait. So you're literally admitting that you were hyped for Cyberpunk because others, so you're admitting that you got Cyberpunk and then falling into the potentially the same thing, Zoo. Wait a minute. Do you not? That's like, wait a minute. Hold up here. I know you said that you like Skyrim and Fallout, but you just got Cyberpunked, and now you're just sitting there saying, oh well, I'm just gonna maybe do the same thing again. You just got Cyberpunked. Zoob, you're too Zoob. Listen, man. As an elite ninja here in the village, you've got to be smarter than this. You've got to be smarter than this, man. Like, don't do this to yourself. Don't do this to yourself, Zoob. Part of having that badge is that you're an elite, and when I'm the Hokage here, I don't steer you guys wrong. There's very, very few times that I steer you guys wrong with video game information, and you're letting outside people that don't have your best interests in mind tell you how to feel and how to think. Now, listen, you don't have to trust me on everything, but trust me on this one. Do not get super hyped up for a Bethesda game before they show you anything. I'm telling you, it happened with Fallout 76. It's happened with a lot of their open-ended games. Don't do it, Zoob. Don't let other people hype you up into oblivion. I know you said that you liked Fallout, you liked all that, but those games launched in broken and terrible states too. They get a pass because they were unique or innovative for the time. Fallout 3, I played Fallout 3 right around the time that it launched. I played Fallout 3. That game was a broken mess on the best console version, which was the 360. The 360 was the best console version of that game, and it was a broken, absolute mess of a game. It crashed on me. It broke on me. It was just it was a mess of a game, but I enjoyed it because it was something completely different from what we've got. In today's standards, with so many other open world games, with Nintendo jumping into the game, with so many developers jumping into open world, this type of stuff might not be acceptable. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. You like Fallout, you like Skyrim, but you have to remember those games did launch in terrible states. Fallout 76 launched in a terrible state. Their open-ended games launch in terrible states. On Fallout 4, I mean, it was okay. It was okay. It was okay. You know, New Vegas launched in that was not made by, that was Obsidian, but still, it was still, you know, Bethesda, whatever, they own the IP. That launched in a terrible state. People love Fallout New Vegas, but that game was broken as hell on 360. Like, just, if I were you, I'd be careful, man. But hey, if you want to be hyped up and hype yourself up before you see anything, feel free to do it. I warned you, though. Don't say I didn't warn you, you know? Don't say I didn't warn you. Let's see, play Dragon's Dogma. That issue is better than Cyberpunk 100. Oh, yeah, of course. Yes. Oh, yeah. Dragon's Dogma is way better. So, yeah. Way better. I agree with you there, Neo. I agree with you there. People were hyped for Cyberpunk before Keanu PlayerEssence. That's what we need to apologize for, not heeding Dreamcast guys' warning when they took the review footage down to hide the truth. Well, I mean, RGT also had a warning as well, but like, I never hyped up Cyberpunk. Like, I talked about it and I was like, okay, it might be good, but I was very, very, very wary of CD Projekt Red after The Witcher. Actually, after all the Witcher games. I played The Witcher 1 on PC. I don't think that game's very good. I played The Witcher 2 on 360. I don't think that game's very good either. I played The Witcher 3 on Xbox One. I never thought that game was very good, but I can understand how other people like those games. I don't think those were bad games, but they kind of, Witcher 3 launched in a very bad state when it comes to things, you know, when it comes to like the frame rate and glitches and stuff like that. So I was never on the bandwagon for CD Projekt Red. So it was easy for me to say what I was saying about it. Matt with the tune in tier pledge. Thank you so much, Matt. Has the Sheikah eye on there. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that. And what's good, J-Cat? Is Bead Queen here too? I don't think I said hi to Bead Queen. Is she here? Young lady, if I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Bead Queen, you are here, and I have not said hi to you, Bead Queen. I'm so sorry. Bead Queen, what is good, young lady? You're not tagging me, Bead Queen. Bead Queen, how are you doing today? I did not say hi to you. Because I've been trying to catch up on the stream. I'll type it in the chat. Bead Queen, how are you doing today? Seems like Xbox exclusive flopped Crossfire, or whatever his name is. Crossfire flop? Well, we don't know the sale. That game just came out, right? We don't know the sale. CD Projekt Red is going to end up being bought by Microsoft. It might be a little bit harder because of the government, the Polish government or whatever. But yeah, maybe. Can you throw any Xenoblade music in the queue? Yeah, I got you. Hype Xenoblade music. Let's play Definitive Edition. This is more low key. Xenoblade. How about You Will Know Our Names? Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Let's see here. So CD Projekt was always a PC dev first. Witcher 3 on PC was mostly great release, but Cyberpunk was horrible to date. Yeah, I feel you on that one, Arrow. Starfield will get pushed to next year, in my opinion. Either that, or they'll launch it in a Cyberpunk/Fallout 76. It'll be one or the other. I have no faith in this game. Yeah, maybe. Reviewers are killing the game. All reviewers are killing it. Okay. Oh, it flopped in terms of like reviews wise. Oh yeah, I already knew the game sucked. I mean, Dreamcast guy talked about the game, you know, but I mean, I can tell from the gameplay. I'm not always good with Western games telling if it's going to be good or not, but like, it didn't look like it was anything that great. It just looked like a generic shooter, which, you know, once again is fine. I mean, I know people like generic shooters, but yeah, I wasn't really sold on the game anyway. You know, I wasn't really sold too much on the game and like what it was doing and all that. So yeah. Let's see. Been seeing people complain about Crossfire's X's multiplayer is bad. Is that on Game Pass, Crossfire? Three Hopes hype. Yes, sir. Assist? Yes, sir. Man, even Microsoft delayed Halo 15 times and launched it bare bones and lacking from what people have been saying. I just don't trust these huge Western devs, period. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of how I feel too, Chupa. Like, I just don't... I mean, I don't even remember the last time that I was hyped or bought a Western game at launch. Like, I can't even think of a game. I'm trying to think of, like, outside of, like, Sony's first party, I will buy Sony's first party at launch sometimes, you know, but third party wise, I can't even think of the last big Western third party game that I'm like, oh, heck yeah, I'm going to rush out there and buy day one, because I'm always like, Japanese developers, yes, I will buy the big Japanese third party day one or maybe day one, but Western games, I don't even remember the last one. Maybe you guys, I can't even think of one. There's probably something, but I can't remember. Let me think. You know what? I think the last one was probably no. I don't even know. I don't know. I don't know which one. I don't remember the last one that I got. So yeah. Doom Eternal. Yeah, Doom Eternal was pretty good. Doom Eternal's pretty good. That's Bethesda. That's id. But yeah, Bethesda id, whatever. But yeah, that was pretty good. Mass Effect. But are we talking about like that's a remaster though? I'm talking like new game. That's something that I already know is good. Like I already know Mass Effect is good. So I bought that. But I mean, if you want to talk about like new Western release. But yeah, Mass Effect was like the last big Western release that I bought. That was I think that was May last year. But that was something that I already know is really good. And they're remastering something, you know? I'm talking about like new big Western release, you know? Let's see here. And they ripped the multiplayer out from that game too. So I was like, okay, now I'm really gonna buy it because now I know that they're really focusing on what they need to focus on, which is the single player experience. Do you think the next Mass Effect will be good? I hope so, man. I really do. Andromeda. It might have been Andromeda. Yeah, that started my Western disappointment because Andromeda was 2017. So I think the last one was probably Andromeda. That was the last one, was probably Andromeda. Like third-party big Western release that I was like hyped and excited for. But I wasn't really super hyped for Andromeda because like, you know, I have Mass Effect eyes. I can see the quality of Mass Effect. You know, so when you show me something, but if you go back and look at my videos, when did I ever super hype Andromeda? From when I first saw it, I was like, uh-oh. I was like, uh-oh. I was pulling the uh-oh on. I was like, I don't know. Zoob with the $2 says Fallout 4 radio music possible. If not Skyrim, Skyrim's possible. We can play Skyrim music, not the Fallout 4 radio music. That's copyrighted. You have all those Western games that you bought. You don't play them. No. It's not that I don't play them. I don't buy them day one. I buy them when they're cheap. But yeah, there's a lot of Western games I take out. There was one time. No, there's not even one time. There's multiple. Let me tell you a story real quick, then we'll get into the next thing. There was like every single Western game, or a lot of the Western games I bought, I've taken it out of the like the CD, right, or whatever, or the Blu-ray. I've put it in my system, and like you have to like install, right? You have to install, or on Xbox you have to download. So it's not even like an install. Like if it's like a smart delivery, you download the Xbox Series X version. So I put it in there, and it takes a little bit of time to download, and I've fallen asleep. And I fell asleep, and when my Xbox, it's like after like a couple hours, it'll shut off, and I forget that it's even in there. And like, oh, I gotta stream, I gotta do this, and I forgot everything associated with that game. And then like a week later, or 2 weeks later, or 3 weeks later, I open up my Xbox, and I'm like, oh snap, that game was in there. I was supposed to play it, huh? I don't even think about it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's happened to me multiple times. I'll fall asleep because I'll be done streaming. I'm like, okay, let me try to play a game from like Xbox or PlayStation. I put it in there, I have to download it or install it, and then I fall asleep, and then I forget about it, and then I just forget. Or sometimes I'll play it for a little bit, I'm like, dude, this sucks, and then I just turn it off and never play it again, you know? So, but yeah, so I don't have a problem with that though, because I buy them on the cheap. Like I bought Deathloop for like 20 bucks, you know? Like I don't care. Whenever I get, if it sucks or if I don't like it, oh well, it's only 20 bucks. Assassin's Creed is trash. I hate Assassin's Creed. I see why people like it, and I understand that it's a good series for many people, but I really dislike Assassin's Creed. I don't think it's a very good game. Or franchise, really. Looking forward to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe sales going up next week on Famitsu charts. Yeah, we'll see how that does, because it's always in the top 30, right? So yeah. I will play your music. I'll cue your music. I'll get it right now. Skyrim. Main thing. Let's go. There we go. Dova King. Dova King. Dun 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 dun. Da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da. Oh, Skyrim music. Oh man. Hey, what's up? Immeasurable amount of sports games on Nintendo Direct though. Immeasurable amount of sports games. It was a big immeasurable amount of sports games. What were the sports games? They had Strikers. and they had Wii Sports. Those were the sports games, from what I understand, and that's not even like real sports games. They had 2, so I don't know what the problem was. I think, or unless am I missing some? Am I missing? Oh, okay, the baseball game. So they had the baseball game. They had the baseball game. They had Wii Sports, and then they had Strikers, if you're counting that as a sports game. Okay, they had 3. What's the problem? Yeah, they had the baseball game. They had baseball, Wii Sports, and Strikers. But Striker, it's like, are you counting that as like a real sports game? Like, there was like banana peels and like soccer or like turtle shells, and like that's like counting Mario Kart as like a real racing game. Like, I don't put MLB The Show and Mario Strikers in the same category as sports. Like, do you? I mean, I don't. I mean, yeah, they're playing a sport, but I don't really consider that like a sport game, you know, like, because I don't like FIFA. That's a sports game, but I like Strikers, you know. I like Strikers, you know. That's different. But I don't really put, you know, that as like a real sports game, like with MLB. Like, oh, there's so many sports games: MLB, Mario Strikers, and then Wii Sports. It's like, yeah, it's like arcade, you know what I'm saying, you know. So yeah, so I don't really put it in that category. So I don't really see what the problem is, to be honest. I mean, they had one real sports game, one actual real sports game, MLB The Show. That was it. And I understand why they put, I mean, that was a very smart idea because the cover athlete is Japanese. And if I'm not correct, that's the first time, maybe the first time ever on MLB The Show that there's been a Japanese baseball player on the cover of MLB. So that's like a huge pride thing for Nintendo and for Japan to see someone from Japan in Los Angeles, because he plays for the Angels, right? And he pitches and he hits, which is, for those who don't know baseball, usually pitchers aren't very good hitters. And this guy, this Otani guy, is like a really good hitter, and he's a really good pitcher. You just don't see it. The last time that you saw somebody that goes maybe like Babe Ruth, and that was a long time ago, right? I know there's been some other guys that have been pretty good at pitching and hitting, but nowhere near as good as this guy. So that's the reason why that they got that segment on there, because it's like, I think it was more pride, and it's like, cool, the game is coming. But that was definitely like if the guy wasn't Japanese, I don't know if that segment would have been there. And I'm not saying that's like a racist thing or anything like that. I think that that's like okay, cool, like a Japanese dude, first ever on the cover. It's the first ever coming to the Nintendo Switch, MLB The Show. We're gonna put this in. We're gonna get this guy on here. You know, I think that was more of like like, this is a good opportunity for us. You know, so let's get it done. You know, that we're getting MLB The Show, and that, you know, Otani's on the cover as well. You know, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, and baseball is huge in Japan. Japanese people love. I mean, they like their league more, but they pay attention to the MLB. Like because there's been a number of big name Japanese players to come over from Japan, like Ichiro, for example. That was like a big thing in the early 2000s. Was Ichiro for the Seattle Mariners, which Nintendo used to own the Seattle Mariners. So, okay, this is going to get copyrighted. So yeah, that was like a big thing. I know I was a Seattle Mariners fan. I don't like baseball anymore, or I don't follow it anymore. But when I was younger, I was a huge Ken Griffey Jr. fan. I was a huge, A-Rod, Ken Griffey, Edgar Martinez, the Seattle Mariners. I was a huge fan. I used to watch the games all the time. So I know of Ichiro. You know, I know of Ichiro, but yeah, I don't really watch baseball no more. So yeah. Captain Tsubasa? No, I have not. Sorry, Sony is releasing MLB The Show in English in Japan. They are not even localizing it into Japanese. That's so funny. It's so funny. Well, it's all good. It's all good. I'm pretty sure. So they're releasing it in Japan, but there's no way to even There's no way to even translate it, like the text and all that. That's so weird. Let's see here. That's why Dragon Ball Super had the funny baseball episode. Oh yeah, absolutely. I don't see baseball MLB selling well in Japan. Sorry, they didn't even bother to. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna sell well. I just think that people, like I said, people do know what it is. People do know what MLB is. I think it's just like a good opportunity just to talk about the game. You know, that's all. MLB is not physical in Japan, and no Japanese translation for the game. English only in Japan. Yeah, guys, listen. I'm not saying the game is gonna sell extremely well. I'm just saying that it's a good opportunity A prideful thing. Prideful thing. Goodness gracious. I even said that they like their own Japanese league more, and whatever's like their games that are associated with that more than that. You guys don't understand what I'm saying. Goodness gracious. I'm looking forward to MLB, but I never said it's gonna sell like crazy or anything like that. I just said it's a good opportunity. This should be the best selling MLB game. I don't know if it's, I don't know how well MLB The Show sells or anything like that. I have no idea. So yeah. Nintendo fan base unpleasable at times. Every fan base is unpleasable. Every fan base is unpleasable. Let's see here. A few ago, I messaged you about the only time I would hear Strikers is if Mario's in front of it. 15 years of waiting is over. Still hype. Yeah, Mario Strikers, because they skipped the Wii U. They skipped the Wii U. They skipped the 3DS for Strikers. So yeah, the last Mario Strikers game came out on the Wii, right? What year was that? So yeah, the last Mario was like, wait, 15? Well, has it been 15 years? Dang it! Yeah, the Wii came out. I think it came out on the Wii, like yeah, like 2000, like what was it, 2008 or 2000? When was it? When was Strikers on the Wii? No, Strikers, or no, you mean MLB The Show? No, that's developed by Sony. That's like one of Sony's Western studios that develops MLB The Show. 2007. Dang, was that 2007? Oh my goodness, 2007 for the game. Wow. Yeah, it's been a long time, man. It's been a long time. I remember. What were you guys doing in 2007? We all know Chupa was eating. You know what I'm saying? I think Chupa was definitely like eating orange wedges. You know what I'm saying? And watching Nick Jr. I know that's what Chupa was doing. Party Man was also doing that a little bit as well. What was I doing in 2007? 2007. What was the let me look up the exact date for Mario Strikers Charged. Mario Strikers Charged release date. Okay, so the game came out May 25th, 2007. So in May 25th, 2007, I was transferring from my junior college to my four-year university. And I remember in May, the school year ends in May. Back then it did, at least. And I was getting ready to transfer. So I was just playing video games and just doing nothing and just finishing up school. And I was working. I mean, I was working too. So that's what I was doing back then. At my mom's place. That old back in the day, man. Yo, Green Owl. Oh, hold up. We got 2 donations coming in. Green Owl and Ibsters. A $5 donation and a $2 donation. Ibsters with the $2 says, "Hey OJ, it was a perfect direct for me aside from a few crusty looking things. Hope our reservations are booked because we will be eating all year in celebration of the momentous occasion and OJ getting his W. Could you please play Uncontrollables? Xeno X? Yes, I can. Yeah, every direct's gonna have a few crusty looking stuff in there. That's okay. It's still a fun experience, you know. For me, I'm all about the experience, man. I'm all about the hype and the experience. Xenoblade X Uncontrollable. Thank you so much for the $2. Also, Green Owl with the 5 says, "Do you think Mario Kart 8 courses will be revealed in Smash Bros type gaps?" Smash Bros type gaps. I don't know. I'm not really sure, to be honest. I don't have an opinion one way or another on it. Let's see here. So yeah, I was going from 2nd to 3rd grade. Yeah, man. Yeah, dude. It was a lot. It was some good times back then, dude. I remember back then. 2nd to 3rd grade. Party Man's like, "I like Mario. I like Mario. I like Mario, and I eat my vegetables." Derek Clay says, I was 13 in middle school, probably playing Pokemon Pearl and Godfather on Wii. You shouldn't be playing Godfather on Wii. You should be playing that. Parents let you play in that game. He says, that was legit me. 2007 was getting into high school. Okay, Brian Z, shout outs. I was happy to be playing Mario. Yeah, when you're a kid, dude. Back in the day, back when Mario Bros came out of that's when I was like, I like Mario, I like Mario, I like Mario, and the Wonder Years. That's what I was doing back then. So, I mean, it's the same thing, you know? Back in the day. Everybody was doing that, man. I was playing GameCube a few gems behind. I think you meant gens behind. Yeah, there you go. And I was like, I like Mario and Mobile Suit Gundam. And I also like He-Man. You know, that's what I was doing back then. Watching the 80s cartoon shows and stuff, man. It was hype. It was hype. Oh, man. You see the guy who faked being a Nintendo leaker and VGC did an article on him being a credible source for game journalism to get what was the source of the what was it? What was it? I call those original the original Dragon Ball days. Yeah, that was the old school. What would I call? I don't know. I call that Torna for me. That was the prehistoric day. That was Torna for me, dude. How far back mine was. I'm old. I'm turning 48 this year, so that was Torna, man. That's a whole different world back then, by the way, guys. I'm gonna tell you something right now, man. Back then, it was a whole different world than how it is today. Today's world is legitimately completely different from back in the day when I grew up. So yeah, man. I don't remember a thing before age 5, so who knows? Yeah, you don't remember that. Some people can't remember when they're that young. I can remember when I was like 2, 3, 4. I can remember my first sight. I can remember legitimately like my first sight. I can like not like as a baby, not that, but like my first like existence was when I was 2 years old. I was at church with my mom in a stroller, in a brown stroller. I remember being 2. I just remember looking at her like this is the greatest woman in the world. And she used to pick me up and go, I love you, and kiss me like a million times, then put me down. Then my brother used to pick me up and throw me and catch me and throw me and catch me. I just remember that when I was 2. He used to just pick me up and like my brother used to spin me and my mom used to just pick me up and like kiss me like a million times. That's what I remember when I was like 2. That's like my first memories of me just stroller. We had like this these stairs because I think we were in Arkansas at that time. We had these stairs, or we were moving there. I know that was like maybe like when I was 3. But like, or was it Oregon? Sorry, Oregon, not Arkansas, Oregon. And we have these stairs, these brown stairs. And I remember them just looking like they were like the biggest stairs in the world. And like, I'd be like trying to like walk, because you know, when you're 2, 3 years old, you can't really walk very well. And I'm trying to like get up the stairs. And then my brother would like pick me up by my shirt and just like pick me up and say, woo, here we go up the stairs. And we go up there and I'd watch him play like Bugs Bunny's Crazy Castle and stuff like that, or whatever, some video games. I just remember watching him do stuff like that, like just him picking me up and I don't know. Watching old school Atari and maybe not Bugs Bunny, sorry, that's later, but just Atari and old school games that my dad would buy at junkyards and stuff, you know. So yeah, those are all my memories. But I have a good memory. So those are my memories. Those are my first actual memories of anything. Those are like my first memories. So yeah. Saturday, I mean, you got a meeting this Saturday. What meeting? I was like 3rd grade, playing my PS2 with old Dragon Ball Z games and Naruto games and Sonic Riders. I was playing my GameCube and my mom bought me and my twin sister a while. Yeah, I bet that was fun. Or the Wii. Okay. Yeah, I bet that was fun, man. You'll see whenever you're on Twitter, it'll probably pop up in your feed since Nate replied. Are you talking about Samus Hunter? Is that who you're talking about? Who are you talking about? I didn't see anything in my feed, you know? So I didn't see anything in my Twitter feed about that. So yeah. So yeah. Yeah, I didn't say anything about that. So just tell me who it is or tell me what it is. You know? You see, your reaction, legendary. Legendary is talking about it. Your reaction was legendary. Everyone is talking about it. Where did you see who's talking about it? I didn't know everyone was talking about it. I love how modern the designs look in Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Yes, they look. The design, the character design is very good in Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Very elegant, but yet like grounded. You know. My town just got a Whataburger. They don't exist before. I must admit, I'm pretty impressed. The hype was real. Whataburger. I think we got a Whataburger where I live too. We got a Five Guys as well. We got a couple of those. I haven't had any of them though. But I heard Five Guys is really good. Talk about Waddle D knows that new account that pretended to guess everything in direct. Talk about Waddle D. Yeah, I have no idea what that is. Maybe I'll check it out later. OJ, when Mario Strikers was announced, I think it was announced, I know my father was asleep and I screamed so hard I woke him up. You woke up your pops? Oh no. I woke up and saw Falcon posters probably. Oh man, dude, that's funny. Roger's Base in Misclick chat said OJ must be losing it when Xenoblade Chronicles 3 came up. Yeah, I mean, I think that's why Click came over to my stream yesterday. And she wanted to like, and then she trolled me. She's like, hey OJ, she like donated $5 to do like the Buck Bumble dance, and then so she can boost her freaking Twitter stream. Shout outs to Click though, I love her. She's awesome. But yeah, I think a lot of people were thinking about me because I'm like, I'm the only person on I'm the only content creator in our circle that was making Xenoblade Chronicles 3 videos. Nobody was making Xenoblade Chronicles 3 videos on the rumors. Nobody was making them on the rumors. Well, no, some people were, but only when they came out from like certain places. Like that Fanbyte, they had an article on it, and like people didn't really pick that up. I know John made a video on it. I think people mentioned it, but nobody was like constantly making Xenoblade 3 hype videos or hey, this is what I'm hearing or this is what could happen. Because most people, like a lot of people don't like Xenoblade or whatever the case is, right? So, so I mean, like I think that's why everybody was like, oh yo, what's OJ think? Because I'm the one who's been like talking about Xenoblade 3 now for like how many years? It's been like years. I've been like, yo, no, Xenoblade 3 is a thing. Xenoblade. Okay, so I can reveal this to you guys. So, Xenoblade 3. I was tipped off to Xenoblade 3. That Xenoblade 3, like even before the Fanbyte article, I was tipped, but I didn't want to report on it because I didn't want to get my source in trouble. But I was actually tipped off on Xenoblade 3 a lot of stuff before the Fanbyte article. So I had heard about that. And I had heard that Xenoblade 3 was supposed to be announced last year. But there was some, like, you know, there was just some things here and there. Like I said, this is a source outside of, it's not anybody that you guys know. This is a source that's been very good to me over the years. This is a source that I know that's been very knowledgeable on Switch stuff. So I was tipped off on that. You know, it's not anybody that works at Nintendo or anything. It's nothing like that. Nothing like that. Nobody there. So, but I realized that Xenoblade 3 could be a possibility, but I did not want to tell you guys that 100%. I was more confident on Fire Emblem being there. I just didn't know which Fire Emblem would be there, but I felt that Fire Emblem had a good chance to be there. I didn't know if Nintendo wanted to attack this as, you know, Fire Emblem the 2022 first, and then the Fire Emblem Warriors later, or the remake after that. I didn't know what order Nintendo was going to go in. I was confident that Fire Emblem was going to be there, and Fire Emblem was there, and I was confident that we could get multiple Fire Emblem games, because that's, you know, what I was hearing. And yeah, we are getting multiple Fire Emblem games. The first one is going to be Fire Emblem Three Hopes, the Warriors style game, but we are going to get more Fire Emblem games. So I was confident on that, so I went with that as more of my confidence thing. Now, whenever the people talk about Xenoblade Chronicles 3 being announced, I knew that it would be announced. I just didn't know when. I felt that it could come last year, but it didn't. Obviously, it didn't, so they decided to pull the trigger. However, I did not know that it was September. I'll be honest, I did not know that it was September, but I did get a potential fall/winter release date, but that could have been obviously any time in that. I mean, that spans months. Winter spans all the way to 2023. So yeah, man. So yeah, it was one of those things. Let's see here. You're the only person on the Spawncast with very good taste in games. Oh my god, I wouldn't say that. John likes RPGs, but has fallen into the generic first-person hype, sadly. Well, I wouldn't say that. I think I wouldn't say that. I think that John's always liked first-person games. He's always loved and hyped up GoldenEye. He's always loved stuff like Time Splitters. He's always loved Halo. He's always been a huge Halo fan. He's always liked first-person shooters and first-person stuff. He does enjoy the big first-party games, but I think he kind of falls more in line into the Nintendo fan that's looking for like Zelda, Mario, like those, like the biggest of biggest Nintendo franchises, which would be Mario and Zelda, like the mainline Mario, mainline Zelda, and everything else is just kind of cool, But I mean, he's into strikers though. I know he's into strikers, so he does like that game. But everything else is kind of cool. But it's like Mario, Zelda. Everything else is kind of like, eh. So if there's not a big Mario or Zelda announcement, then it's not going to be like the greatest thing in the world for him, right? And then, like I said, but he's already, he loves Metroid. He loves Metroid Prime. He's a big fan of Metroid Prime. First person, right? First person shooter, adventure game, whatever. So I think that he's always, I don't think he's changed his MO since day one in terms of anything. So, you know, I wouldn't say that it's all just generic because he does like some of the other stuff too. So I wouldn't go that far, but I think he's always been like that, and that's okay. That's fine. I think that, you know, that's cool. You know, I mean, he does play all the other stuff too, but it doesn't have to be his favorite. Just like I'm not as big into the first person stuff, you know? So yeah. What's the name of the song that was playing in the background? The song is always it's in the corner, so it's all right here in the corner, my boy. Let's see here. But yeah, Hyrule says, do you think there'll be a collector's edition for Xenoblade Chronicles 3? Yes, there's been a collector's edition for Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. There's been a collector's edition for 2. There's been one for X. Why wouldn't there be one for 3? That's the chance for Nintendo to make more money. Let's see. The reason why I love Xeno is you, OJ. You talk so much about it. I went and buy it. Thank you. Hey, no problem, Code Pop. Oh, would this guy 6 finally be releasing on PC and PlayStation in the West? I don't know. Maybe. Hey, what's up, Duck? I meant first-person shooters are newer genre versus RPGs, but before the advent of modern first-person shooters, I think RPGs were higher on his list, given fondness for older RPGs. Well, yeah, because like he's been playing games for decades now. So I think that's how because like first-person shooters didn't exist when we were kids. There was no such thing as a first-person shooter like that. The first-person shooters didn't get popular till GoldenEye. So I think that's when the love for first-person shooters started. Would be GoldenEye, you know, and up. I mean, wait, hold up, no. First-person shooters on console didn't start getting really popular until Doom was available on PC in the early 90s. Or Wolfenstein or whatever the hell. Those games that they made back then, like id made or whatever. So those were available there. But yeah, in terms of like console gamers, like GoldenEye was the game that got everybody into first-person shooters. You know, and I was into it for a little bit. I mean, I liked GoldenEye. I liked Perfect Dark. I liked obviously Halo. But then it started getting kind of old. I started seeing that it was really bare bones. I enjoyed like 007 Nightfire. I enjoyed, you know, obviously Prime is great. But I started to notice myself, my fallout with first-person shooters came in the 360 era. I think I was like, I'm tired. I just don't think these are that good anymore. Like Halo, I mean, there was Halo 3 and that was fun. You know, that was cool. There was Halo ODST and Halo 4 and Halo Reach and those were all okay, but it just started to all start to blend together. Then we had COD, and I was really hyped about COD. Then we had COD 2. Then we had World at War, then we had COD 2, and then I think it was COD 2. That's when I was like, I don't think I like first-person shooters anymore. That's where my like for first-person shooters stopped around COD Modern Warfare 2. That's when I was just like, I think I'm done. And yeah, so I was done after that. But the other people still like them. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Jose, I doubted the original rumors about the concept for Xenoblade. You shouldn't have. Let's see. I love your reaction to Xenoblade 3. Joy-Con boys for life. Hey, shout outs, Duck. Shout outs. Tell you that about the id games. Yeah, id. Shout outs though. Appreciate you guys' support. I'm not sure how many likes we're at, but guys, why are we not at more likes? I know that we're not at enough likes. We're not at enough likes. Let's get to 300 likes, guys. 300 likes. Let's get it. Shout outs for the support today. I appreciate you guys. We are 8 Elite Ninja away. 8 Elite Ninja away from a triangle strategy giveaway and a surprise bonus stream. I'll add a bonus stream in there. Can we get 8 new Elite Ninja for that dollar tier? Let's get it. Emotes, badges, Discord access. You want to play Mario Strikers against me? You want to play the new Mario Kart tracks that are coming in March next month? You want to become Elite Ninja. You want to become a member so we can get it done. Exclamation mark Elite. One of the mods, you guys show them those emotes. Let's get 8 new Elite Ninja. 500? Bro, we got to get back to it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Hey, what's up, Jesus? Would you recommend Octopath Traveler? Absolutely. Check out my videos on it. It's really good. It's really good. Did you see the Master Splinter reveal today in TMNT? I did. Looked cool. This guy has 6 complete trailer on Twitter, coming to PS5, PS4, and PC summer. Okay, cool. Cool. This guy's cool. I mean, this guy's not my favorite franchise out there, but I mean, it's cool. I don't really talk about this guy too much, but yeah, that's dope. It's fun. I'm happy that it's coming to other platforms. But let's see here. This Saturday, I'm gonna email you my ideas. Please email one more time and make sure. Oh, yeah. Mr. Davis, PlayerEssence30 at Gmail. PlayerEssence30 at Gmail. It's on my homepage. If you go on your PC at home, you just go to my homepage, go to my about. It's on there. You can see it. PlayerEssence30 at gmail.com. Just PlayerEssence30 at gmail.com. It's all there for you. It's all, like I said, it's on my, if you go, you got to go on PC. Go on PC. Like go on your, if you have a PC, do you have a computer at home, Mr. Davis? Not a cell phone, but do you have a PC at home? If you have a PC at home, just go on my homepage and go to the about just go to the about, and you'll see you'll see it on there. You'll see it on there. PlayerEssence30 at PlayerEssence30 at gmail.com. Just write it down right now. Just write it down in your phone. PlayerEssence30 at gmail.com. Let's see here. For sure. Why is it so hard to find a new physical copy though? A new physical copy of what? All you've done with for all you've done when Xeno 3 comes out, let me buy you your copy, bro. You deserve it. You got me through when I was dealing with COVID. Hopefully you'll let me. Yeah, I mean, Duck. Yeah, I'm gonna get a copy from Nintendo, and if you want to buy me a physical copy, you can just drop a donation of the amount. Just say, hey, if you guys ever want to buy me, I don't have a PO box yet, but if you ever want to buy me anything for any reason, I appreciate that. You don't have to. It's never required or anything. But if you want to buy me a copy, just you can donate it through Streamlabs directly through. Then say, hey, OJ, this is for this. Like somebody donated $10 the other day for me to buy a hat, so I'm gonna buy another hat with that $10 that he gave me. So if you ever want me to direct it towards something, let me know. Let me know, and I'll be more than happy to. And obviously you can trust me that I will spend it on that. Like I said, y'all know I'll be wearing the same. I don't be spending on nothing else. So I'm very I make sure to, if you tell me to spend it on something, I'll spend it on that. You know. Let's see here. Hey, what's up, Tiny? Let's see here. Hey, what's up, Dragon Gamer? Now that we saw Xeno 3, any of your thoughts change regarding Microsoft new IP? For me, Xeno 3 seems like a little less high fantasy than I was expecting. I think that they still have the new IP in the I think that they still have the new IP coming. I just think that it might be a next gen thing or something like that, or maybe it's something afterwards. But I'm not really sure. New physical copy of Octopath. Are there no new physical copies of Octopath out there? Yeah, you got to be careful with those Square Enix RPGs, man. Sometimes you can't find them anymore. I didn't know that there was. I thought there was no copies of Octopath. Really? Let me check Amazon. I didn't know that game was coming. Octopath Traveler. Yeah, it's 65 bucks on it. Oh wait, hold on, that's a European copy. Octopath Travel digital code. Just what about the regular Nintendo Switch? Yeah. Well, no, you can get it. There's 14 up. There's 14 left on Amazon on Amazon Prime, but people are jacking up the price of 64 bucks. So yeah, they crossed out and said $59.99. So yeah, the game is rare. The game is becoming rare. So yeah, you should buy if you don't have Octopath Traveler now, get it, because it's gonna become rare. It's definitely gonna become. This is the sign of becoming a rare game, because it's It's going on 4 years old, and it's 60 bucks on Amazon. And they said they crossed the price up from $64 to $59.99. So yeah, it's becoming rare. So if you can find a copy, or if you see a copy, grab it, because it's definitely becoming rare. But yeah, it's on Amazon for 60 bucks right now. Marky Muck with the 2 AZs or 2 Aussies says He-Man was dope AF. Yo, I'm drinking Melbourne cans. Hey, my man, always on those Melbournes. Let's get it, Marky. Thank you for the support. Hit those 300 likes. Let's go, baby. 300 likes. Let's get it. Still riding the direct high? Yes, I slept like a baby, man. I slept so good, and then I woke up, and then I'm like, wait a minute, is this real? I checked my phone, and it says Xenoblade Chronicles 3, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's real. I ate some chicken, I had some nice crisp chicken patties, you know what I'm saying? I had chicken patty sandwich, some fresh cut tomatoes, some avocado, had a nice chicken sandwich, ate it. I was like, that's good. Had some 0 calorie Canadian Dry, Chupa Canadian Dry. Drank some of that, had some water, and I was like, I think I'm gonna go back to sleep. I think I'm gonna go back. Check my video. Video was popping. I'm like, okay. Just went right back to sleep. Went right back to sleep. You know, went right back to sleep. So yeah, everything's good. Everything's good. Still riding that. Still very happy about that. You know, 0 calorie Chupa Canadian Dry. 0 calorie Chupa Canadian Dry. So absolutely. Don't know if you answered this, OJ, but you think Rex's voice was present in the trailer? Some people are saying that Rex's voice, that was him. Or was it just a flashback? I'm not really sure what's going on. We're going to have to analyze things a bit more, Aldo. I had a delicious chicken and mayo sandwich, and then I got home from work yesterday, had the worst headache, so I needed it. Yeah, make sure you're drinking enough water at work. Sometimes those headaches are just caused by you not having enough water, but you're using your brain a lot, you know what I'm saying? But you're not drinking enough water, so make sure you get enough water at work, and those headaches should probably dissipate. Because I used to get those too. So I think Mario Kart DLC is big as it's because the next one won't have the retro tracks. I think this will be a bit different. That's why it's saying goodbye. I don't know about all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not really sure what they're going to do. They might take Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and then just build on top of that for the next one. They might say, hey, there's like, it might be like the ultimate version of Mario Kart. You know what I'm saying? Like the next one might do that. So you never know. I mean, I think they can probably take that same Mario Kart engine and everything and just make tweaks to the gameplay and layer on top of it and make a new game out of it. So, I mean, they could. I mean, I would love for the next game to launch with everything that this Mario Kart has, and then they start adding to it, or they have more. They have like another, like, let's just say like another 30 tracks with the new Mario Kart game on top of everything they have. So it has like 100 something. So like Mario Kart Ultimate, you know, it has like just everything. But I mean, I think the tracks that we're getting in Mario Kart, I think the reason why that we're getting that content is just because it's selling so much. They would have never done this if this game didn't sell the way that it sold. I mean, that's really what it comes down to at the end of the day, I think. You know? It's not Rex. The game has a website that explains who the characters are. Yeah, I've seen the website, and I already reported on that, CR3D, but some people are stating that there still could be Rex in the game. We just don't know. We don't know because there are returning characters, so we don't know yet. And he's actually the website does not explain everything. They actually tell you, oh yeah, we have some hidden things here and there, but I read literally directly what the website said and everything, and there is not any indications at this point. There's a lot of secrets, so we don't know what's happening. They're not ruling out anything, you know? They're not ruling out anything, but we know that the main character is not Rex. We know that the main character is not Rex. At least some people are saying that it was, but I don't think it is. What's the name of the track? The name of the track is always right here, guys. Just look real close. If you're on a small, just look at it. You'll see the music. It says music in big yellow right there. So the music's right there, guys. Let's see. Will this be the last Xenoblade game? No. The new IP could be the next Xeno something. They'll work on. Okay, the way that you frame it that way. So Xenoblade. So it's like Xeno something else. Yes, this could be the last Xenoblade game. Yes, this could be the last Xenoblade game, and then they move on to Xeno something else. Xeno. I don't know. Xeno sword. Xeno baton. Xeno nunchuck. I don't know. But yeah, this could be the last Xenoblade game. Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. I think so. It could be the last Xenoblade, and then Xeno something else. Mark him up with the 10. Yes. And he says, your Xeno 3 reaction was epic, AF, yo. But I watched Rich's latest vid. He pretty much done with underpowered Switch and moving onto the Steam Deck. Any thoughts? Yeah, I already talked about it, and that's fine. If he wants to move on to something else, that's fine. No problem for me. I'm excited. I'm excited to play the games that are coming to the Switch. So, yeah, no problem. Guess my dreams of Xeno X coming to the Switch are over. Not really. I think Xeno X can still come to the Switch. Not really. Let's see here. March is a big month. Triangle Strategy plus Kirby and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Pack. Yes, that's true. Xeno Gun, yeah. Xeno Gun, Xeno something. You get Xeno Gears, Xeno Saga, Xeno Blade. So it's hard to guess what the next thing is going to be, you know? And I don't really care to be like Xeno X, that'd be great, but I'm not like cucking over Xeno X like some other people are. I've beat Xeno X multiple times. Heck, I have Xeno X hooked up on my Wii U right now. I just think it would be cool for those who didn't have a Wii U, but I've already beat the game a million times. I'm more excited for Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I'm more excited for that. I've already beat Xeno X, so I mean, it's not like I'm like, oh my god, and I need Xeno X, or it's like the worst thing. No, it's not. That's not me doing that. That's other people. I'm cool. I've already played it. I played and beat it. It's a great game. Let's see. Terrible take from Rich. I mean, it's his opinion. You know, and opinions are fine. I mean, like, if that's what he likes. You can't. I mean, I don't think, like I said, based off, I haven't watched the video, but based off of what I've heard, like I said, I still need to watch it, but based off of what I've heard, like, it's like a super small minority thing. Like, he wants to see third-party games that would play better on PS5 or the Steam Deck that he has. For some reason, he wants to see it on Switch. I mean, I don't understand the, like, I think that it's a natural progression of where he was going with. Like, if you like playing games portable and Steam Deck is a thing, and you like third party more than anything else, then yeah, you're just gonna move on to Steam Deck, right? Like, that's your thing. You don't care about real physical games. You don't care about, you know, I mean, you obviously want better performance, right? Like, Steam Deck seems like the system for him, so I don't really think it's an issue. Like, yeah, the Switch was first before Steam Deck. Steam Deck is now out. It gets all the stuff that you already have on Steam, you know, so it makes sense for him. But he's in just such a, I mean, like, it's such a small minority. It's just some of the facts, I guess, or some of the stuff that he was stating, you know, as if this device was some type of third-party beacon or something, that's just not correct. But yeah, Steam Deck is definitely better for people who like third-party. Like, if that's your thing, like if you like Call of Duty and all that type of stuff, you can play most of the Steam games on there. So it makes sense for him. But for everybody else, you know, then it's fine. But that's okay. It's okay. Steam Deck is there just for that, for people just like him, and that's cool, you know. And obviously you're gonna get a lot of views when you start saying stuff like, oh, I've moved on or anything like that. But like, the Switch was never, what I don't think it was ever, it never was what he thinks it was supposed to be, you know, at the end of the day. Like, it never was that. His Steam Deck is way more what he would want from the very beginning, which was third-party support, which he's been saying that from the very beginning in his Nintendo messed up video that he made, you know? Like, Nintendo messed up, or they learned, I think the video was Nintendo learned nothing from the Wii U. I think that was the video, and the third party, you know? So the system was never what I think he really wanted it to be at the very end, and that's okay. You know, that's fine by that. I have no issue with that. I have no issue with anything that he says. But Steam Deck is that system that he wanted the Switch to be, so it makes sense that he would move on to that, and that's okay. Different strokes for different folks. Is that the same? Mark him up with the 2 and says, yo, bro, you gonna try Horizon Zero West? Horizon Forbidden West. Horizon Forbidden West. Yes, I'll try it at some point. So yeah. Let's see here. OJ, Steam Deck isn't for me. I'm not a PC player. Never will be a PC player. Yeah, and I'm done with, I mean, heck, I made a video which you can take as I mean, if PC guys watch my video that I made, they'd probably say this guy's a freaking drone, a moron, or whatever the case is, because I made a video, so I can't even hate on what Rich said. I mean, heck, like I said, I agree with his thought process, because I made a video the other day saying I'm done. Like, what was the game? I said that Pokemon Legends Arceus made me quit PC gaming, and I think PC gamers would be like, that's blasphemous. That's a terrible take. That's, you know, they would say the same thing. How the opinions that you guys have here. PC gamers would be like, what the hell are you talking? Like, that's dumb. This game, you know. And I made that video the other day, you know. So that's why I'm not even gonna sit here and hate, man. Like, it's different strokes for different folks. You know, you play what makes you happy. You do what you're into. I'm just not into PC game. I'm not into Steam. I'm not into downloading everything. I'm not into Steam. Like, I'm not into Steam Deck. Steam Deck is like this big. I'm not into that. I'm not into Steam. I've tried. Trust me. Like, I swear to you guys, I tried to be into Steam. Like, I really tried. I even got Epic Game Launcher to try to even get into it a little bit more, you know. But I tried to get into Steam, and it's just not my thing. Like, it's just really not my thing, you know. Steam's just not it, you know. It really just isn't it. And, like, you know, no cap. Like, and I'm not even trying to lie to you guys. Like, no cap. Like, I've tried. Like, I have Steam. Look at all the games that I got. You know what I'm saying? And these are just a portion, because I have a separate account that has more games. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I got a lot of games, and I've tried. But this is, like I said, this is just my this is my PlayerEssence account. My original account has way more games. This is like my work account. Like, games that I thought that I was going to be able to play on stream. Like, it's like Skyrim and Dragon Ball FighterZ and Devil May Cry. It's the games that I thought that I could play on stream. But my personal account has all these games and then some, you know? Has like way more games, but this is my work account. But, like, I mean, like, I tried, bro. Like, I really tried, and I don't play none of this stuff. Like, I don't play anything. So it's like, you know, I'm good, you know? Like, I'm good on Steam. I'm good. Like, I'm done. Let's see here. I bet Black Keely will get a Steam Deck. Black Keely's definitely gonna get a Steam Deck. Black Keely's definitely gonna get a Steam Deck. Steam Deck isn't for me. I don't want to be Rock Lee level trading, carrying that big block around everywhere with me. Yeah. Yo, thank you, Marky, for the multiple donations. 4 donations in a row from Marky Muck. Let's go, baby. You might have more games than me. Yeah, I probably have like 200 games total on Steam. I probably have like 200 something games on Steam. Like over all the years that I've had it, because I've had it since like 2012, 2013, something like that. I know I've had it for a long time. So I've had it for like a decade. So I've accumulated quite a number of games. I mean, that's still small in comparison to other people. But yeah, I have a lot of Steam games. You know? So I was somewhat interested in the Steam Deck before I got my PS5, but now I don't really see any need for it personally. It's just like if you want to just play the games portable, you know, portable. But Steam Deck is for people who already love PC gaming. I think that if you're into PC gaming, then Steam Deck is for you. What I don't trust about Rich is when it comes to Nintendo news, is that part that he's ignoring the Nintendo handheld success crowd. I think I don't know if he ignored it in his video. I think he did state that, hey, I know that it's probably still going to be successful, Darth Wesker. But I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying, like in some respects. But I think he still stated that, hey, I think in the latest video that, but yeah, I don't think he's like the #1 source for Nintendo news or anything like that. I think that there's obviously better people for that. But I mean, I don't think he's trying to be either, so that's okay too. You know? So yeah, shout outs. If you guys have questions, feel free. We're in Q&A. We're in like I said, I'm still feeling pretty good from the Xenoblade stuff. I'm gonna stream for like another good 30 minutes, I think, plus. I think 6 o'clock is when I'm going to see if I can get working on some videos for you guys, some Xenoblade stuff. I'm gonna eat dinner. And then get ready, work on some Xenoblade stuff. And real quick question, guys. You guys liking the face cam with the videos, like the face cam and the thumbnails? You guys liking the new style? For those that have watched the videos, how do you guys like the face cam with the thumbnails that are popping? Is that good or not? What do you guys? And tell me the truth. If you don't like it, I can do the other stuff. I can go back. What do you guys think? What's up, Crazy Man Gaming? Let's see. Xeno 3 graphics look better than Breath of the Wild. I mean, it's a different art style for sure. But yeah, I mean, I would think so. But we have to wait for the full game, of course. You know? With so many games in so little time, it's hard to play on multiple platforms, let alone all the games. Yeah, that's true. What's up, Trap Lord Huey? New thumbnails look sick. Okay. I'm a fan of the face cam personally. I like it. Like, tell me the truth. If you guys don't like it, let me know. I need to know the truth. I'm good with it. J-Bird, thumbs up. I prefer the face cam. It's more personable. Okay. I definitely think it's good for new people. Bro, it's clickbait, if that makes sense. No shade. No. I know the era of clickbait. I've made face cam videos with like, and all that stuff before. So that's not something, I've been doing that. I've done it multiple times, but I just didn't know what you guys like. I mean, I've had videos pop with my thumbnails that I had, like, you know, like the feathered thumbnails with 2 different games, with like the water. I've had those videos pop. I've had face cam videos pop. Sometimes I think it just matters on what I'm talking about. I think the title's more important than anything. But yeah, I just want to know what you guys actually like. I'm not worried about like, okay, what is like, I mean, good clickbait, good, not bad clickbait, good clickbait. Good clickbait is good clickbait. You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing wrong with that. So I know what you're saying, Doc. No shade or anything taken. I'm a content creator. I know all about that. You know. Let's see here. We get to see every strand of beard. Trap bro, you goofy. It's good, yo. Shout out to Marky. Thumbnails look dope. Okay, I'll even improve the thumbnails more. I have a way to improve them even more. So I'll improve the thumbnails more, and I'll see if I can keep going with those. You know. Like face cam, I thought it was missing from your past videos. Okay, thank you, Cracky Channel. I like the feedback. It's more distinguishable than your channel stand out from the other crowd more. Yeah. I think the audio quality is better too, because I use this mic for my videos with no face cam, and for videos with face cam I use a Rode mic. I use a Rode mic with that, which is definitely better quality too. So, all right, we'll do that then. To be honest, clickbait is important for the video success, but yes, you need to deliver exactly what your thumbnail says. Yeah, clickbait's definitely. Yeah, I know all about that. Clickbait's definitely. It's important. It's very important. It's very important. Yeah, like it's like RGT clickbait, like Switch Force clickbait. You know, Mr. Beast clickbait. You know, all that stuff's good. Good. It's good clickbait. It's not bad because you know the video's gonna deliver in whatever they're talking about. You know. I mean, everybody does clickbait, so it's okay. I like the video. I didn't even notice the change in face cam. I must listen to the video since the first thing in the morning. I'm still asleep. Okay. Excuse me. Sorry about that, guys. Where's my spray? When do you think you see the next 3D Mario game? Launching with the next Nintendo system. $2 says I want to go outside and touch the Xeno 3 grass. Touch grass. Switch has legit everything I want for the most part at this point, so I already know what the Switch stands in generation for me. I'm good till this gen till next year. Yeah, I think I'm good. I think Switch is the best Nintendo system of all. I think that, I mean, I already thought that last year. Heck, I think I was saying that in 2019 after Fire Emblem. But now for sure I can say 100% certainty that the Switch to me is the best Nintendo system of all time because there's just too much. It's just, and I'm not even trying to like, you know, recency bias. Hold up. Excuse me. Hold on. Excuse me. Sorry about that. What the hell? Sorry about that. I don't know where all those sneezes came from. I think something out of my nose. So yeah. I don't know why I should have just sneezed into my elbow last time. So yeah. To me, it's the best system. To me, now that there's Strikers coming, now that you got a Strikers game, you know, you got Fire Emblem, you got Warriors, you got two Xenoblade. You got 3 Xenoblade games. If you count Torna, if you just count all the games, let's just count. You got 4 Xenoblade games. You got Definitive Edition, you got Torna, you got 2, and you got 3. You got 4 Xenoblade games. It's the best of all time. I can't, but that's just me. Can you play musical chair from No More Heroes 3? Yes, I can. Yo, hold on, Gantz. Thank you for the subscription, or thank you for the $2. Musical chairs. No more. It's just too much. You know, it's just too much. You got Bravely Default 2. You got Octopath Travelers. There's just too much, man. There's just too much. There's just too much stuff. PS5 is better, and I'm a PS5 is better, and I'm a Switch stan. PS5 is better than Switch. I don't think PS5 is better than Switch right now, and I think it has the potential to be better, but not with the amount of games that are out for the system right now. Marky Muck with the 2 says all the sneezes are coming from the Xeno 3 grass. Yeah. Yo, Marky with one. How many donations in a row is that? Marky. Oh no, I think what's it called? Horda Gens broke your donation streak, but you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 donations today. Thank you for the support. Let's see here. Legit has the best of every franchise. Yeah, and it has all the No More. It has all the No More Heroes games. It has all the Bayonetta games. It has just like so much. It has Mario sports games. It has Wii Sports now. Or it's gonna have Wii Sports. It's gonna have 2 Zelda games, 2 big mainline Zelda games, plus spin-off Zelda games, plus remake Zelda games. It has obviously the big Mario game. It has Mario Maker. It has you know, 2D Mario. It has just like it has like almost everything. It's still missing maybe a few franchises here or there. You know, like the Chibi Robo, but it does have Pikmin. You know, it just has so much, man. It's hard to. It's gonna have front mission remakes. You know, it's like it's just nuts. It's gonna have Live Alive. It's gonna have a game that never came over as a Switch exclusive, by the way. That's not coming to other systems, at least not right now. Switch exclusive, Live Alive. I mean, it's nuts, man. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, it's got Tropical Freeze. Not a new Donkey Kong, but it's still got Tropical Freeze. The dogs from my father's generation listen to the news in the morning. He listens to PlayerEssence in the morning. Hey, cuts. Let's see, PS5 is way too new, can't compare. Yeah, it can't compare just yet. But I think in the future, PS5 has the opportunity, just because, you know, it's going to have a bunch of third-party support, and it's obviously going to have their big first-party games. But right now, it's a little bit too early to say that it's better than Switch, like, objectively, at least. I mean, I have a PS5. I think it's great, but Switch just has way more games. I mean, you know. Switch needs Beautiful Joe. Switch would be great with that. Would even make it better. I think it's still the GOAT without Beautiful Joe. But yeah. Yeah, it's getting Chrono Cross. That's true. It's getting Chrono Cross. You know, all the systems are getting Chrono Cross, but it is another notch on the belt getting Chrono Cross. But it needs Chrono Trigger. We need Chrono Trigger too. Live Alive looks pretty interesting. Yeah, it looks really cool. Nintendo's bringing it with the bringing it with the grass of Pokemon Legends, Xenoblade, and Zelda. Yeah, it's got Pokemon Legends. It's got the greatest Pokemon game ever made. I'm sorry, guys. Pokemon Legends Arceus is the best Pokemon game ever made. So yeah. So yeah, man. Imagine 10 years from now when Switch 2 factor in backwards compatibility. Yeah, Switch 2 has to have backwards compatibility, but I think Nintendo knows that. So I think that they're trying to really transfer and migrate everything from Switch to Switch 2. They're definitely going to continue the Switch train. They're not really going to go anywhere with that. Needs 2D HD Chrono Trigger. That'd be really cool if they brought Chrono Trigger back in that way. Remake that way. Pokemon Arceus is so much better than older crusty Pokemon games. It really is. I mean, I hate to say it. I think that Pokemon, you got to give it credit for what it is. Like, it's still really good. Like, I still really like the Pokemon games, the older games. I still think that they're good. But Pokemon Legends Arceus makes you feel like a Pokemon trainer more so than any other Pokemon game. Outside of like the Pokemon games where you do like head-to-head battle. Obviously, like I still love that aspect about Pokemon. Like it's hard to replace the feeling of crushing a friend in Pokemon. Like that feeling, it's hard to replace that. You know? Just like absolutely crush, like back in the day. If you're younger, you played online, that is not the same feeling. But if you played in the era of how it was supposed to be played, that was the most impactful era of Pokemon. Was you have the Game Boy game when it was new. You have Red, you have Blue, you don't have all the stuff that's helping you out online. You don't have any of that stuff, and you raise your Pokemon and you meet up with somebody else and you put those link cables and you fight for the first time. That's a feeling that's like, I haven't gotten that feeling since Pokemon Legends Arceus. Like, I feel like I'm a real Pokemon trainer. The only games that I felt that way were the original Red and Blue. But for me, some of you guys might have had that feeling like with the DS games, because you guys would probably go to school and play against somebody else in that way. But internet helped things too much. This was pre-internet. This was pre-like internet. You know what I'm saying? So to me, that feeling was the greatest feeling in the world. There's nothing that really surpasses that feeling. The thing that's closest is Pokemon Legends. The next thing it'd be like Pokemon Red and Blue playing against somebody in real life. Next up would be Diamond and Pearl playing, like having online in a Pokemon game, the first ever. Trading Wonder Trades. That was the next thing. That was the best feeling in Pokemon. And then after that would be Legends Arceus, like throwing the Pokeball, like hiding and all that. That's like the third best feeling in Pokemon ever that I've ever had. Like I said, and I was a huge Pokemon, like crazy Pokemon fan back in the day. You know, like that was like my favorite franchise by far. Yo, Zayd with the $1.99 says, do you think that Classic Fire Emblem will release this year? I think it'll be announced this year, but I don't know if it'll release this year. But it will be announced this year, I think. Someone who's been playing Pokemon since the Red and Blue days, 100% agree. I'm playing Arceus right now, while the king of this, king of the stream, best Pokemon game ever made. Yeah, I think it's the best Pokemon game ever made. I just think that obviously multiplayer is a big thing. So for those who like multiplayer, it's not. But I think that the reason why I'm saying this is the best game of all time, because it has the potential. You can add in multiplayer. You can make multiplayer work in this universe, but it's going to be hard. But they can do it, you know. But like the way that it plays is just it's just fun. It's just super fun, you know. Give me Arceus Soil gameplay, regular battles for online competitive, and we'll be golden. Yeah, but they have to adjust it because it's not. I don't know if you've played it yet, but it doesn't work. The battle system, the way that it doesn't work for multiplayer. That's why there's no multiplayer. I mean, they could have easily done multiplayer in this game. That wouldn't have been hard. They could have legitimately put together some type of shabby multiplayer and just thrown out and say, hey, here's multiplayer. But the agile and strong style are not competitively balanced at this point, so they have to work on that. Let's see here. Should the Switch 2 be a home console but still be able to connect to the Switch? No, that's a stupid idea. Because now you're making it where you're connecting different things and doing all that type of stuff. No, the Switch 2 should definitely be. It should be a hybrid. It should not be a normal home console. Because the Switch already is a home console. It's a hybrid. It's a home console when you dock it, and it's a portable when you take it on the go. So there's no reason you're regressing by making Switch by making it to where you can't take it anywhere that you want. That's a bad idea. Lotan with the 30 Naruto dollars. Let's go, the Naruto bucks. Let's get it. Best advice for a 25-year-old based on your experience. Best advice for a 25-year-old based on my experience. get your life together now. So by the time that you hit 30, everything is good. So if you're in university or if you're in school, finish your university and school, get your job, and do not worry about women. Do not worry, or guys, or whatever you're into, however you identify, or whatever you're into, whatever you like, sexually attracted to, do not worry about that. If it rolls your way, then swing your way, whatever, that's cool. But don't be sitting there and simping for it, or don't be sitting there and thirsting for it 24/7. Get your life together, get it straight, get it going, get it popping, you know what I'm saying? Get your own place, have your own car, do what you need to do first, and the women or the men or whatever you like will come afterwards. So yeah, that's my advice for a 25-year-old. And finish, like I said, you don't got to go to university, but if you're in university, finish it. If you're not, just worry about your job. You know what I'm saying? Like, worry about like what you're going to do. Like, worry about your job and get that situated. Get your apartment, get your house, get what you need, get your car. Have those and you're good. If you got an apartment, by the time that you're 30, if you've got an apartment, you've got a car, and you've got a little bit of money, or you got a good job, you got a little bit of money in the bank, you're good. You know what I'm saying? You're good. And you just go from there. You can, as a man, you don't got to worry too much about how old you get before you have kids. You know what I'm saying? Women, obviously a little bit different. But as a man, you can get like, so like, let's say, you don't got to worry about dating a girl that's like, you know, your age. You can date a girl that's like 20, 24, 25, you know, or something like that. Or you can date a girl that's your age or even a little bit older. So you're good. So just get everything together by the time that you're 30, you know? So yeah. So let's see. Don't sip like yeah. Don't be Fidel. That man be simping way too much on Twitter. That man be simping way too much on Twitter, bro. He be trying. He be trying too. He be talking about, oh, I'm friends with this girl with 1 million subscribers on the OnlyFans. No, you're not. Stop it. No, you're not, bro. You hoping for that slim chance that you meet her and she ain't gonna talk to you, bro. She ain't talking to you, bro. She ain't talking to you, man. Stop it. Oh, we're friends. Yeah, right. Bet you anything if she said that she'll date you, you'd be like, okay, sure. Yeah, she'll turn from a friend to a girlfriend real quick if she ever. That's why I find it so funny. These dudes with these online girls, like these online girls, it's like, bro, oh, we're friends. We're just friends, bro. You know good and well if she said, let's be more than friends, you'd be like, all right, cool. You'd be. And that Dragon Ball Z flash. This man Fidel, stop acting like that, bro. You already know good and well. You know good and well that would change in a heartbeat. Stop it. Oh my gosh, man. Oh my gosh, dude. Let's see. You get that money first, then you power up, then you get the woman. There you go. Next year, it's a good time for me to lower the key classes like Star Fox, F-Zero, Kid Icarus. Yeah. That'd be nice. I'd like that. So yeah, that'd be really cool. Says no shout outs to Kevin Samuels. He be saying things that I don't like. I don't agree with everything that he says. What I'm saying is that you can be friends with women. Look, I might look like a hypocrite right now, right? I'm friends with Destiny. Destiny does OnlyFans. Destiny does stuff like, you know what I'm saying? She's into all that. But the difference is that I was friends with her before all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I helped her with her channel originally when she was like the Nintendo Queen stuff and doing all the Nintendo videos and all that. So we were actually like legit cool before that. You know what I'm saying? Before all that. Before I was like, oh, she's popular. Oh, she has OnlyFans. Oh, I'm a friend now. No, we were cool before that. We were cool years ago. Destiny's really young. So we were cool years ago. And I was trying to help her with the channel and all that. So that's different. Completely different. You know? Completely different. So yeah, but you don't see me out there, you know, like I'm friends like with like Alice, for example. Alice, she has like her OnlyFans and stuff like that, but that's different. That was Etika's, you know, ex, you know. So yeah, but I'm not out there with like the chicks like with like 1 million subscribers, OnlyFans and all that. All of a sudden sitting there leaving cheeky comments. I ain't doing all that. I don't know you. Stop it, friends. No, stop it. Unreal Christian with the 10 says, sound advice, LJ, that's exactly how I do things. Both my girl and I are just focusing on our things. Me and my current job until IT career engineer hits. Hers with nursing school. We gaming tonight? No gaming tonight, but we will be gaming next month. Next month, we're gonna reinvigorate the gaming again because the Mario Kart DLC comes out. So next month, Mario Kart DLC. Thank you for the $10, though. I appreciate it. Thank you for the 10 JoJo boys. Appreciate that. Um, I didn't realize PlayerEssence was red pill refreshing. A lot more men need to wake up. Is that what it's called? CR3D, is it called red pill? I don't know if I'm red pill. Like, I've heard people talk about that. I don't know if I'm officially red pill, you know, but I mean, I think that I maybe have some red pill tendencies, but I have seen some videos where people talk about what red pill is, and I think I did one time at one point look at Urban Dictionary what that is, and I think I know what it is. But I don't know if I'm like 100% red pill. I don't know if I'm that. But I mean, I'm gonna tell you guys how it is. Like, I'm gonna tell you guys the truth with it. You know? Yo, Marky, thank you for the $2. Shout outs to Cal. Shout outs to Cal M. Shout outs to Cal M. Thank you for the 2, man. I appreciate it. Says, OJ, can you do a hot tub stream? No hot tub stream for me, man. I'll get banned. What do you think about the Mario Kart 8 DLC? I think it's better than nothing. Obviously, Mario Kart 9 would have been the best thing, but I mean, it's better than nothing. It'll get me back playing Mario Kart, and it comes with the Nintendo Switch Plus expansion pack. So I will pay nothing for it, since I already have the Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack. So I pay nothing for it. It's there. I'll take it. They're remaking all the old tracks. I'll take it. Thank you for the $2, though. I appreciate it. Thank you for the 2. Yo, shout outs. I object. We vortexing party, man. Yo, shout outs. I appreciate that, Christian. Christian, I promise I can't do gaming tonight just because I have to edit some stuff. So I don't have the time to put together everything. And on top of that, I didn't check my my Switch. So I would have to restart the stream and do all that over again. Christian, but I promise that if you want a game this week, we can plan it and tell me what day, or we can plan it next week. And if you want, I promise I'll plan it, because I wasn't gonna have a stream for gaming until March, but we can plan something. So DM me when you want to do it, and I promise we can get it done. But I didn't check beforehand, and I know it's not gonna work, because it never works beforehand. So I can't do it today, but I promise we can get a Mario Kart whenever you're ready. Just DM me what day we can do it, and we can put together a day that we'll stream it, okay? And that'll be either we can do probably maybe next week. We can do next week. Hit me up any day that you want, and we'll do it. I promise you. I promise 100%. I promise. But I can't do it tonight. Just because I have quite a bit of work to do, just because of the Nintendo Direct. I have like a lot of videos to plan, a lot of videos to script out a little bit in terms of things. I have like a lot of quality setups that I got to do. Like tonight's gonna be a bit crazy for me. I'm working till about like 11 or 12 tonight, my time. But I promise I'll be able to get that done for you. I promise. Christian, I promise. Just let me know. Like I said, DM me on Twitter what day, and I'll be more than happy to do it, man. Shout outs, though. Thank you for the 60. Alan with the 28 months and says that direct was amazing. I'm hoping for a limited edition Xenoblade 3. Yeah, you're gonna get a limited edition Xenoblade 3. Shout outs to Christian becoming the Stream Ninja and Stream Hokage. Both of them top Stream Ninja, Stream Hokage. Let's get it. Let's go. $60 for Christian. Appreciate that. I can play some music for you though right now. Christian. I can definitely do that. Thank you for the 60, bro. I appreciate that. Enemy does more than 60. They can beat out Mr. Christian, Unreal Christian, with the top Shinji and Stream Hokage. Thank you for the 28 months of Jonin tier from Alan E. Over there, you're in Canada, right? Canada Dry Boys, let's get it. Maple Syrup Boys, let's get that. Yo, thank you for the 28 months. Thank you so much. Yo, Lotan with the tune-in tier pledge. Thank you so much, Lotan. Welcome to the Elite Ninja pledge. Thank you for becoming an Elite Ninja. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for that tune-in tier, that dollar tier. We're getting very close to the 500 Triangle Strategy giveaway. Let's freaking go. Let's get it. Thank you for the support, guys. Imagine if Fighters Pass for Smash was included in the expansion pass when it was released. That would have been a big move. Yeah, there was no way in hell they're going to do that, though. The reason why there was no way in hell they're going to do that is because Smash costs way too much to make. Smash just costs way too much to make. That is, you're losing too much money. It costs them 3 months of work per character. It's not like making a stage in Mario Kart. Making a stage, you just got to make the stage. Like, I get that. It's still work, but it's not as much work as making Smash characters. That's 3 months of legitimate work just making a character, the balancing and all that. It's a bad move. That is a really terrible business move. Now, that would be hype for us, obviously, but that is as a businessman, like me thinking, that is a terrible move. Terrible move. But yeah. What happened to Shredder's Revenge? Nothing. They actually talked about it today. They added Splinter. It's still coming out this year. They had a brand new trailer too. So yeah, plus those funds getting right to each fighter. Yeah, it was just, I mean, because they did 2 fighters passes, right? So they did a fighters pass, like they did a fighters pass 1 and then a fighters pass 2, and they were, one of them was $25 and then one of them was $30, right? So the problem with that is that Nintendo Switch Online plus expansion pack, it's $50 per year, and like that money, whatever's on there is split up. Now, obviously Mario Kart and Animal Crossing, those are super in-house, so it doesn't really cost Nintendo anything like that. That development cost can be factored in. Smash Brothers, you're paying Bandai Namco. You're paying Sora. Contracted work is expensive as hell. When you contract someone else to do something, you pay for the development and then you pay for the contractual obligations of the game. If you put that on Nintendo Switch Online plus expansion pack, you're eating all the cost of those characters and all the development time from Bandai Namco. You're eating that, like 100% you're eating that. Because you're not gonna make enough off of that to fund the Fighters Pass. There's no way in hell. To pay Sakurai, because Sakurai gets paid very well, to pay him and to pay Bandai Namco to make those characters, that is just, that's just, like I said, I would love it, but that is just that's a terrible business move. And Nintendo would not be that dumb to do something like that. There's no way. Thank you for the $10, B. Martin. I appreciate it. It says, love your Xenoblade reaction, OJ. It was like misclick for the wall reaction. LOL. Keep up the great work. Thank you so much for the JoJo points. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. So I appreciate that. Yeah, then they have to pay for some licensing for the characters. It's like, yeah, third-party involvement as well. Other companies probably get a cut from the DLC sold. Yeah, exactly. There's probably a little bit of cut from the DLC sold. It just doesn't work. You can't do it for a game like Smash Brothers. You can do it for anything in-house, like Splatoon. I guarantee you, when Splatoon gets an expansion pack, they might say, not guarantee you, but I'm almost positive that Splatoon 3 will have an expansion pack, and it will be like, hey, if you have Nintendo Switch Online, you get like the Octo expansion 2, or you get the Mammalians, whatever expansion, whatever. You get that if you have the Nintendo Switch Online, you know? So, like, I think that any of Nintendo's core, the EAD teams, they're the ones that are going to be add that. Now, Zelda, I don't know. Yes, Zelda's part of Nintendo's teams, but Zelda just costs too much to make. So I just don't know if, like, Zelda, if there's DLC for that, like, that will be part of it. But I know that stuff like Splatoon, stuff like Animal Crossing, stuff like Mario Kart, stuff like that, I think that if there's ever another Mario Maker, core, you know, cheesy Nintendo EAD games, like the core Nintendo EAD games, those will have games on the expansion pack plus, you know, that will, or a DLC on there. That will be where you'll see it. Not Zelda, not Smash, not games like that, contracted or expensive outside work. Even though Zelda is still EAD, right? But it's like Zelda. There's a Zelda team that's separate, like the Zelda team with Mr. Anuma at the top of it, leading the whole thing, right? So but that's the Zelda team. Metal Wolf with the $3 or $5 says, I totally forgot about Metal Slug Tactics, that Switch tactical RPG machine. So many tactical RPGs coming out. Yeah, it's really cool. It's really cool. Thank you, B. Martin. Thank you, Lotan. Thank you, Metal Wolf, for the support. Appreciate you guys, man. Thank you. Let's see here. That's way worse than a game. I mean, yeah, I would love it. Don't get me wrong. Like, I would be there for it. That would be great. That would be a hell of a deal. That would be like Game Pass level deal. But it just doesn't make sense for contracted work. You know, Nintendo is not in the position to eat that type of cost. At least not with this game, or not with that game. So yeah. What's your choice of food for Super Bowl this weekend? Pizza, wings, both. Probably both. I'm going to my sister. Me and my sister are gonna watch it, like with the kids, her kids. So yeah, I'm definitely looking at what's it called? Some pizza, some wings. We'll see what my sister likes though. We'll see what she'll get to. They replaced the Mii's with these new guys. Are you talking about like the Wii Sports, Nintendo Switch Sports? Yeah, they're like, but although you can still kind of have like a Wii face, but it's like the bodies are different, right? They're like actual like real bodies now. They're better looking bodies. Discount now. We'll make it yes. Discount going. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, Mr. Davis. Can you read? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't get why some people adding expansions isn't adding a real value the classic games are. I don't get why some people think adding expansions isn't adding the value. Who thinks that that's not adding value? I don't get it. Finally gonna start Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition soon. The direct got me hyped to play Xenoblade. Yes, that's what. Yes, B Martin. Yes, I like you. Lotan with the 15 Naruto dollars says I'm 100 hours into Xenoblade. I thought Bravely Default. Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Is it worth going back to 1 to prep for the 3rd? Yes, yes. Like, wait, have you beat 1 yet? You need to beat 1. So if you've already beaten it, that's cool. Or if you know the story, that's cool. But you should definitely either know the story or beat Xenoblade 1. You should absolutely play both games. And I'd say play. The only game that you don't need to play probably is is probably X. But you never know, right? There could be some stuff with X in there. There could be. But I mean, like, you need to play Xenoblade 1 and 2. Torna, yeah. But only 2? Yeah, you really need to play 1. Yes, play 1. Although, have you beaten Xenoblade Chronicles 2 yet? Have you beaten it? Lotan? Because if I were you, I'd even say this. And I know this would be difficult, but if I were you, I would stop. Yeah, can't go wrong with pizza and wings, B Martin. And Canada Dry. You know what I'm saying, B Martin? I know you know about some 0-calorie Canada Dry. Can't go wrong with that. If you have lemon pepper wings and 0-calorie Canada Dry, and I call it Canadian, we're not calling it Canadian. Canada Dry, Canada Chupa Dry. That has a really good flavor to it. 0-calorie Canada Dry, and with some lemon pepper wings from Wingstop, that just creates a really good flavor. I don't know why, but it does. But anyway, I would stop Xenoblade 2 and go into Xenoblade 1 if you haven't beat Xenoblade 2 yet. So beat Xeno 1 first. So if I were you, I would just stop Xeno 2. I know that's weird, but just stop playing Xeno 2, beat Xeno 1, then go back to Xeno 2. That's what I would do. Hold up. You think Zeke's in Xeno 3? No spoilers, but I think he is. It's possible. Elation Law, it's possible. Yeah, you should beat 1 before you 2. Yeah, you should definitely beat 1 before you beat 2. Yeah. You bring your trailer to brand new Ninja Turtles game. Oh, the trailer for the brand new Turtles game? Okay, give me just a second. Yeah, we can watch it. That's your jam, heck yeah. Yeah, I've seen this before. Looks good. It's really good. Old school beat 'em up. Can't go wrong with messages. Oh, doing the hand signs? The ninja hand signs? Nice. Probably still got a couple more characters that they're gonna show. Looks good though. Looks super, super, super good. We appreciate PlayerEssence's beard. Thank you. I appreciate the beard appreciation, guys. I appreciate the beard appreciation. Oh my gosh. I appreciate the beard appreciation. I appreciate that. Casey, yeah, I think Casey's in there. Rest in peace, Matt from Wii Sports. Will never be forgotten. Cowabunga for life favorite turtle. It was Michelangelo for the longest time. So either Mikey or Donatello. I want this game so bad. Yeah, it's a really good game. When I saw Xenoblade Chronicles Sleep Protag, I automatically thought SMT4 and Cold Steel Protags. Yeah, there was a little Twitter tweet that was funny that I retweeted. What do you think will be the next addition to the expansion pack DLC? Splatoon 3, probably. Or do you mean like next games coming? Or next systems? I don't know. What are you talking about? MBG got me excited about this. I didn't grow up in that time, but I'll give it a try. Yeah, it's old school. Like the Ninja Turtles games, like if you grew up in the NES era, or if you were playing games in the NES era and the Super Nintendo era, those were like the eras of like the Turtles beat 'em ups. But that was the height of the popularity of the Ninja Turtles. After the 90s, the Turtles were not as popular anymore. They're still popular, like it's still a popular, like valuable franchise, but like they're not as popular. Like the height of the Turtles was definitely the 80s, because you have all the movies and you have like the Go Ninja, Go Ninja Go. You have Vanilla Ice and but yeah, the 80s and the 90s, like the Turtles movies were fantastic. TMNT 2, the arcade game, is one of the greatest games ever made, one of the greatest beat 'em ups ever made. And then Turtles in Time is really good. Turtles in Time is super good. The Super Nintendo is very, very, very good. There's just some great video games with Turtles, man. So yeah. What's been going on, OJ? Stream, missing your live streams? Hey, what's up, Nuka? We're just talking about the Nintendo Direct and more. Let's see here. Kirby turned into a car and forgot line. Yeah, I already know the shuckiest. You don't have to tell me that. I saw the trailer. I reacted to it, so I'm well aware of it. I'm well aware of that. Part of me wants to get Turtles in Time arcade for the new house. You should, man. It's awesome. You should. It's really cool. DLC or game system. Maybe GBA or something like that. I don't know. Game Boy. Turtles nowadays isn't the same as Turtles in the era in the 90s. Yeah, the 80s and 90s were so good. The show started in the 80s, and obviously 80s and 90s were like the highlight of the Turtles, like awesomeness. It's still good though. It's still good, just not as good as it used to be. So, Kit and Krista podcast. Good to see them back after being after hardly being gone. Yeah. I actually retweeted that, and Krista, definitely looking to potentially have Krista on the show, the Kit and Krista podcast. So look out for that. I don't know when, but yeah, we definitely want to have them on now that they can talk to us and it'll be not different like it is before. So yeah, I'd love to have them on. But yeah, Krista's awesome. I consider Krista a friend. So yeah, I had to retweet that, and definitely a good thing to see them doing a podcast. See them doing doing the podcast and everything like that. So very happy about that, to see them in person together doing the podcast. So I'm guessing they live pretty close to each other. If they're if they were there in the same place. So that's good. That's awesome. I'm so happy for the two. They're great people. They're great people. So it's so good to see. And like, I think what's gonna be the most entertaining, Krista's awesome, but I've worked with Kit and Krista before, right? So the Nintendo Minute, right? So I've worked with them, and I've worked with them when the camera, and I've heard them talk when the cameras aren't rolling. So I think that's the reason why you guys should pay attention, or when they're not working. Like, they're working, but it's not part of Nintendo's working. So like, before we do like the Nintendo Minute, like when I was on, like I've heard Kit talk and say certain things. Obviously he's a great guy. He's not talking smack or anything like that. But like, he is actually he's kind of savage. You wouldn't think that Kit is, but he's kind of like low-key savage. Like he's low-key savage. And so I think you're gonna see some of that savageness now that he's doing his thing with Krista. Now Krista, she's obviously, I think that Krista's kind of like, she's really sarcastic at times, like joking around and stuff like that. She'll like joke around like more now, so you'll actually see a bit more from them, not at this point. But yeah, I would say that Krista's definitely can be sarcastic and jokey, which is good. And Kit is a bit more like a savage type of gamer. Like, he'll call things out and say certain things. So I'm so happy that they're going to be able to kind of, do what they're doing, So that's great. So yeah, thoughts on the best sunglasses for the best price? I don't know. Ray-Bans are pretty good, right? So let's see. Are these gaming? Oh, these are computer glasses. So blue light blocking glasses. I just buy the app. Just type in computer glasses and whatever's in your area, Lotan. The good one, like Amazon will suggest some good ones for you. Today I was emulator for the GameCube on the Switch, and isn't far-fetched. Yeah, it's not far-fetched that we see some GameCube stuff in the future. Kit bust out the F-bomb. I don't think Kit's gonna be busting out curse words. No, I don't think he's gonna. I wouldn't go that far. I think that he's just so conditioned to not. So I don't think he will. I think they're gonna. I think they're gonna keep it family friendly. I think they'll keep it family friendly, which is a good thing. It's not good to not be family friendly on like YouTube or anything like that. So yeah, it's good to always, if you can not cuss, it's always better to not cuss, because then you can get like you can get yellow dollar signed and all that type of stuff. So that's the reason why, like, if you watch like my edited videos, no mom jokes, no innuendo, no anything, because it's probably not a good idea to do stuff like that, because you're just gonna get flagged. So yeah. But live streams are different though, because they can't corral all the information from a live stream to flag it. So yeah, I can make jokes and I can say certain things on live streams that I can't say on my videos, you know? So yeah. Tell RGT that. RGT is usually pretty clean in his videos. He doesn't really cuss or curse too much or anything like that in his regular edited videos. He actually doesn't, because he's smart. But no, RGT's actually, his videos are actually pretty clean. He doesn't really say any type of, you know, stuff like that. I mean, yeah, he has his podcast that he does that has other things in there, but that one's not his bread and butter. That's not his money maker. That's his second channel is not that, you know. But in his regular channel, he's not gonna talk about all that type of stuff in his regular channel. Let's see, people curse in videos and it's still monetized. It is, but some advertisers, like let's say some advertisers, like they can YouTube analytics, they can like, cause like it can tell you what you're saying. Like YouTube recognizes cuss words, and some advertisers cannot advertise at all based off of curse words. Like they can, so it's just better to be as safe as possible. You probably don't want to be cursing up a storm and all that in your videos for potential flags or for potential advertisers who don't want to put ads on your videos. Now, yeah, there's people who curse and it's just fine. It's just fine, and they'll do whatever, but the safe bet is to not. The safe bet is to not. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the safe bet. But you can have some advertisers that say, okay, they can see like the CC, right? Like the closed caption, and like they can program it to where they don't want to be in YouTubers ads that people who curse a lot. So if you're out there cursing up a storm as an advertiser, I mean, you can still have monetization, but some advertisers can be like, nah, we don't want to put our ad campaigns on this particular, like anybody that does this, you know? So there's also that. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, Mr. Davis. Can you clarify? Hey, I just started Xenoblade Chronicles 2 a while ago, but I got 15 hours in. Is it worth restarting the game and playing from that point? No, you can just keep playing. Have you beat Xenoblade Chronicles 1 yet? The Power Rangers in Space crossover event with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was the most hyped crossover of all time. Prove me wrong. Yeah, that was a pretty good crossover, right? Was it? I think so. Smash Brothers is a better crossover. There you go. YouTube is weird. I got premium. I heard that. I heard when I view all your views, you get paid more no matter the ads. Premium, we get a cut from premium. So like, I'm not sure what is a better revenue split. Is it if someone has premium and watches your video, or if it's just, I think it's just watching the videos with all the different ads. I think we just get a base cut from premium. So it just depends. I'm not 100% sure how that works, to be honest. But I just, like I said, I just thank God that I can stream and I can do what I'm doing, and I can, you know what I'm saying, edit and stream and do what I'm doing for you guys, do it full time. I'm just happy. I don't know what my cut is, but I'll take it. So I appreciate it. If you do YouTube premium, cool. If you watch my videos without, please no ad block. If there's somebody here that watches my videos and you don't have premium, please no ad block if you watch my videos, please. But even if you don't, I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, no ad block. But if you're a premium person, then yeah, just watch the videos. I'm happy. Like I said, I'm just blessed, man. I'm just happy. I don't think I've ever been as happy as I am right now. Still got some nonsense going on, you know, outside of the video game and all that. Still got some. There's a person that's doing their best to make my day. To make my days not good. Like just doing their best, like trying. I can only laugh now. Like you guys, some of you guys know what I'm talking about. I ain't gonna bring up no names or say anything about it, but you know, a few years ago what I was going through. But that person is doing their best to make sure that I don't have a good day. I can only laugh now because I don't trip no more. Like I'm so used to it and I'm good. But that person does their best, like to make sure that my day doesn't go, like to make sure that I don't have a good day, or that I won't have a good week or a good month or whatever, or I don't get what I want, or I don't get what I feel that is like should be normal. But it is what it is, man. At this point I'm like, whatever. I'm like, God has a way of working itself out. It'll fix it. It'll fix itself at some point, you know. That's one of these days. I'll be patient, you know. So yeah, Pokemon Legends. I'm right at the very end of the game in Pokemon Legends. I'm like close to beating it. Let's see. Hey, take it easy, Velvet. So yeah. Now YouTube's a bit weird. YouTube's a bit weird. Yeah, and also like if you don't curse, then it makes your videos, you can open up your videos to more people. So like let's say you have family, somebody has a family, like they want to watch their videos like with their kid, then they can do that. Or they can say, hey, it's okay to put like your parents can put like a playlist of my videos, you know, on there if they want to watch like about Xenoblade or Pokemon or something like that. So it's also good for that too, because I want to make sure that like kids will be able to watch my edited videos, you know. Rafts, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate that. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you so much. Sometimes that's all you can do, honestly. Yeah, exactly. When is who TF is OJ? Probably never. Great video on Xenoblade Chronicles 3, very insightful, not just generic squealing over the direct like other YouTubers. Well, I already had my general squealing moment, Hamill, right? But I guess you're talking about like people who made videos after the, not like a live reaction, but just like edited videos on Xenoblade Chronicles 3. So yeah, I went into in-depth, in which I've got more videos. Like I got to do a little bit of analysis today, but I've got some more videos that I'll be doing on it. So yeah. Kid and Chris developed show ideas within a minute in their new channel. Be a huge success. Yeah, I already know. We already talked about that. Oh, okay. You were elaborating on it. If Kid and Chris developed new show ideas, well, it's a podcast, so they're gonna just talk about gaming from across the industry. I don't know. I don't think it's not gonna be like a show. I don't think it's gonna be like a Nintendo Minute show. It's gonna be a podcast, them talking about it. So yeah, I'm gonna support the podcast. I'm gonna try to help them out. They already got like nearly, I think they got like over 3,000 subscribers now at this point on their channel. So 3K subs. I think I last checked they had like 50 something Patreons, so they're probably gonna have a lot more Patreons on there. So all they need is like, you know, get a couple hundred Patreons, get that podcast out there, you know, get at least, you know, 10K views per podcast, or get, you know, above that and do good on the Patreon. They should be okay. I don't know if that's gonna be their full-time deal though. They might still get like a different job, you know, so I'm not really sure what they're gonna do, but I'm pretty sure they got a severance package from Nintendo, so I think they'll be okay for a little bit before they find something else to do. What's the name of their podcast? The Kit and Krista Podcast. Kit and Krista Podcast. Let me plug it real quick. Kit and Krista Podcast. So here's the Kit and Krista Podcast. It's already got, their announcement got 12. Oh no, they've got almost 7,000 subscribers. They've got almost 7,000 subscribers now. So yeah, you guys can check out their Kit and Krista podcast. So I'll put a link to it. So yeah, there's the link in the chat. Is it on YouTube? Yeah, it's right there. I'm showing. Yeah, they got nearly 7,000 subscribers, so that's good. Why are people watching it and not subscribing? 12K views, only 6,000 subscribers. Stop being corny. What would you like for Persona 6? It's too early to even say what I would like. I'm not really sure. Let's see here. Advertising other YouTubers is kind of... It's not about... No, this has nothing to do with advertising other YouTubers. These two are my friends. It's not about advertising other YouTubers. It's that they're gonna make a dope podcast. I work with them when they were at Nintendo. They vouched for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, they vouched for me, like, who can we get, like, to do something? They thought about me and they recommended me. It's not like it was like, oh, Nintendo, some boss at Nintendo was like, all right, get PlayerEssence. It was like Kit or Crystal was like, oh, we would like PlayerEssence to come on. Can we get him to come on? And then they would, you know, like, they would recommend me. You know what I'm saying? Like, they helped me. So it's me talking about a friend. It's not that. It's not advertising. It's a friend. It's like John, or it's like RGT, or it's like something like that. So they have a new podcast. They have a new channel. So I would, yeah, you guys check them out. You know, Ancient Vessel Forest Temple. I got you. Ancient Vessel, the music, right? Yeah. Sorry, guys. I gotta go put some more medication on my head, but I'm not gonna do it right now. Do it later. So what's wrong with people? I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with Nuka. I think he's just skipped a few streams and he's acting kind of weird, but that's okay. Let's see here. Hey OJ, kind of random, but I picked up Persona 5. I think that's Strikers on Switch on sale, and it's pretty fun. Thanks for the recommendation. Hey, no problem, Matt. Nothing wrong with plugging other YouTubers that you like anyway. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I've done it before. I've plugged other YouTubers that I like. It's just like random people that I don't know. No, I'm not plugging them. It's like random people say, hey, give me a shout out. No, I don't know you. But Kid and Krista helped me out. You know, they've helped me, so I'll definitely help them. I'll definitely check out their stream and their podcast and support them. They help me, so I'll help them. Shout outs. I left for a little bit earlier. Do you see the Famitsu charts today? Good week. Yeah, I did see it. Pokemon Legends had stock issues, but still sold 350,000 plus. So I did get a chance to look at it. Yo, Philip, thank you for the subscription. I do appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you so much for the subscription. Thank you. Appreciate it, like always. Yeah, they are awesome. Ninja Turtles game partner. I think you meant Platinum Games. Might be graphics will be better. Platinum Games already made a Ninja Turtles game back in the day, so you can check that one out. Yeah, the graphics are better, but I don't think the game is going to be better. And I don't think Platinum Games is going to get like a Ninja Turtles game and make like a... I mean, they could in the future, maybe, Mr. Davis, but they already did that once and it didn't really work out well. So I don't know if they're ever going to go back to it, but you never know. Now self-promotion of your channel, someone else's channel is kind of... What? I don't know what you guys are talking... Whatever. I don't care. Anyway, check out their podcast. We're going to move on from that. I don't know what you guys are talking about now at this point. See, these mods know some good music. Yeah, this is great music. Christian has good taste in music. Christian always has good taste. We're gonna do Forest Temple next. All right. Okay, this Ancient Vessels, it's the extended. So we'll play it for about maybe 3.5 to 4 minutes. Then we'll do Forest Temple. You're behind on the stream again. J2, I think J2's internet is so bad. That's why he's always bad, or that's why he's always behind, because his internet is terrible. I think that's why he's always behind, or sometimes he's behind on the stream. It's not live because his internet is bad. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I think that's it. I think that's what's going on there with that, man. I think that's what's going on with that. So yeah. Oh, make sure you guys follow me on Twitter too. Make sure you guys follow me on Twitter. If you're not following me on Twitter, make sure you follow me on Twitter. We're gonna have some lit stuff, some Twitter only type of stuff. Oh guys, oh, never mind. We have well over 300 likes. Let's go. Let's keep on hitting that like button. Let's get to 350 likes. Let's get to 350 likes. Let's get it. Should I play Xenogears and Saga in anticipation for Xenoblade 3? No, Xenosaga and Xenogears have nothing to do with Xenoblade. You don't have to, unless you, I mean, you should play because they're good games, but not in anticipation of that. No. Dragon Quest 3 remake for sure is coming over here. Seeing live as alive did. Daniel June, you haven't watched my streams or my videos on it because Dragon Quest 3 remake, the HD 2D has already been confirmed for the West. That's 100% confirmed for the West. And it's also confirmed for a worldwide release. So yeah, you're not watching the, or you didn't see the news, but that's already been confirmed. Crushier than the pizza I had for lunch, bro. I'm telling you. Jose, you think I should replay Xenoblade 2 on the new game plus or make a fresh save? Have you played Xenoblade Chronicles 1? Is Xenosaga good as Blade? No, Xenosaga is not as good. I mean, some people think it's better, but I think Blade is the best Xeno game. Some people will feel that Xenosaga is more of a traditional JRPG. Xenoblade has like a lot of different stuff mixed into it. So some people are gonna like Xenosaga more than Xenoblade. Some people are gonna like Xenosaga because like I said, Xenosaga is traditional turn-based RPG. Although Xenosaga 3 is pretty, people don't like that game at all. A lot of Xenosaga fans don't like that game. 2 is okay. People think that the Xenosaga 1 is the best. There's argument between 1 and 2, which one's better, just like Xenoblade 1 and 2, which one's better. But I think most people say, yeah, 3 is just kind of like, eh. But it finishes up the story, which is good. And the DS games are weird, but they're there. But yeah, I don't think Xenosaga is better than Xenoblade, but, you know, there are people who do think it's better. Some people think Xenogears is the best too, but Xenogears it's really crusty, but it's there. Xenogears is pretty good. Yeah, I played Xenoblade 1. Okay, you've played and beat Xenoblade 1? Okay, so if you've played and beat Xenoblade 1, then yeah, just continue on the thought that you already had. You'll be okay. Xenosaga is super hard to get. It is hard to get now at this point. It was easier to get a number of years ago. 2 had a DS version. That version's pretty not. It's not bad, but it's not good. I mean, I recommend the PS2 versions, but yeah, you can try getting the DS version of the game. Xenogears is better than the Xenosaga games. Some people believe Xenogears is better than Xenosaga. I personally like Xenosaga a bit more, but you know, I like chicken. I also like fish, like tuna. You know, they're both really good. You know, so it's like, yeah, maybe maybe I like chicken a little bit more than fish, but you know, tuna's still pretty good. You know what I'm saying? It's lean, it's healthy, pack of protein. It's good. Chicken's pretty good too. You know, they're both good. They're both good. Pretty sure it's 1 versus 3. People hate. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I schmixed my Sorry, guys. I schmixed my Xenosagas up. Is it? Yeah, it's 3. You're right. You're right. My bad. I schmixed my. Sorry, man. It's been a while since I last played those games. 3. Yeah, 1 and 3. 2 is the one where some people hate. Yeah. There you go. Sorry about that, Twin Cherries. So many good RPGs games this year. I hope Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster. Yeah, that's gonna be pretty good. It's gonna be pretty good. Retro games, much cheaper, easier to get. The ultimate red pills. Learn Japanese. Yeah, that's the red pill, dude. Too many Xenos. Xenogears, Xenosaga 1, Xenosaga 2, Xenosaga 3, Xenoblade Chronicles, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Torna the Golden Country, Xenoblade Chronicles X, Xenoblade Chronicles 3. There's 9 of them. There you go. So that's a lot. That's a lot of Xenos. But that's also, you have to also remember, that's over the course of about 20 years. About 20 years. That's because Xenogears was a late PS1 game. Xenogears release date. Xenogears, that was a late 98. There you go, 98. So this is over the course of, 24 years. This is over the course of 24 years. There's 9 Xeno games in 24 years. So there you go. So yeah. Xenocross. Now we need Xenocross, Xenogun. Yeah, we need those too. We need those too. 98. It's a little Z. There you go. Persona 5 Royal is $90 roughly. Persona 5 Royal, the physical copy of Persona 5 Royal. Are they not printing those anymore? Is that hard to get? Really? $90? I don't know about all that. What are you talking about? Persona 5 Royal Standard Edition is $29.99 on Amazon. You mean like the Steelbook? The special edition? Persona 5 Royal is $30 on Amazon on the PS4. This man's making up stuff. Hey, yo, OJ, love your reaction. Thank you. I appreciate that. Normal version Japanese? The Japanese prices? Is it? Oh, do you mean at launch? Is it still that price? Because you can buy the American version of the game in Japan, and there's Japanese in there. So I don't know why anybody would pay $100 for Persona 5 Royal when you could just simply get it the English version for cheaper. Xenoblade is the chicken, always good and seasoned well. Xenogears is the fish, tastes delicious, but you have to be in the mood. And Xenosaga is just tuna. Okay, every now and then. I guess that's a way to. That's one way of looking at it. Still for download. Okay, you're talking about like digital downloaded. Okay, so yeah, I mean, they can set their prices on there, so I get that. But yeah, physical copies. Oh my God, did this dude really email me? Yo, is Dank here? Is Dank here? Is Dank Meme Center here? Dank, did you not pay that dude that I told you to pay through PayPal? This dude texted me again. Dank. Yeah, I sent it. This dude sent me another email talking about it's been another week. This dude's been a pain in my ass for like... I paid this man, bro. Dank, send me the receipt of the payment. Please tell me you paid that guy, Dank. Send me, Dank, you never send me the receipt of send me like the send me like the thing that shows that you paid him so I can send that to him so he can leave me alone. Cause I'm about ready to block this dude. Dude scheming LL, ignore him. If Dank has, does Dank, do you have a receipt? Can you please clip that receipt and your PayPal probably shouldn't have too much activity on it, so you can find it pretty easily. Just clip that and send it to me. I'm gonna send this dude this last thing, then that'll be done. I was like, what's going on here? It was an elite ninja here in the village. You know, like he won a Switch giveaway. He lives in a different country, so I couldn't send him the physical Switch. So I sent him to the email address that he sent me. At first I was like, I don't know if I can do this. Then Dre said I can do that. We did that. I sent him the $200 for the Switch Lite. I sent it to the email address that he told me to send it to. I sent it to that. It didn't. He says he didn't get it. We go back and forth for forever, for like a year. I say, okay, I'll give you half. I'll give you 100 because I already gave it to you. He tells me to send it to an email. I get the email. I send it to Dank. I say, Dank, I don't want to pay him through mine because I already paid him through mine. Pay it through yours. Dank said, okay. I give the money to Dank. I gave Dank a little bit of I gave him 125. I said, Dank, keep 25 just for helping me out. Send the rest of this dude. Dank says he will. That was weeks ago. I hope Dank sent it. So, I don't know what's... Dank, I hope you sent it, because you never sent me the receipt. Anyway, questions. Actually, we're gonna wrap up today's stream too. Let me see. Yeah, Dank, send me. You never sent me the receipt. So send me the receipt. Sounds like a finesse to me. If Dank has the receipt, I ain't sending nothing. I'm blocking him, and I'm blocking him. So if Dank has the receipt, I'm not sending anything. I'd block him. He sounds like he's fishing for money. Maybe. Be tripping over something free. It's not like he actually owe him. Yeah, he's tripping. Yeah, he's been going nuts over this. Yeah, everyone's sounding sus. All right, I get that. Okay, cool. Cool. Anyway, Lotam with the 15 says, I got a nice bonus from my work. Yo, shout out to the bonus. I think I'm either beer, battered wings, or nice steak tomorrow. What are you feeling? Sorry for the change of mood. No, it's okay. No, let's change the mood. Let's change it, because I don't want to talk about the dude no more. Beer, battered wings, or steak. Woo. Beer battered wings sounds good to me, man. Beer battered wings sounds really good. So yeah, let's go with that. Let's see. I came in and I thought Dank was trying to scam. No, Dank's not scamming. No, Dank's not scamming. Unless Dank forgot to send it. I mean, Dank wouldn't not send it because he knows that he wouldn't have got it. So it doesn't make sense for Dank to try to finesse me because he knows that he wouldn't have, because the guy would have, because I explained to Dank that this guy's been a pain. And I, you know, can just please send it. So the guy would have obviously been reached out. He was like, I didn't get it. And Dank would have to produce a receipt, you know? So yeah. Oh, whatever. Now it's making my head itch, dude. Anyway, beer batter, wings goated. Why not both? I mean, you can do both. Yeah, we're doing that, making these wings. Yeah, you can do both, man. You can do both. Yeah, food sounds good. What's up, Jeff? So all right, we're gonna wrap it up here, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Sorry to end on that type of note, but like I said, that was just weird because I just got an email and I'm like, okay, wow. But I think I'm gonna block him until Dank shows me the receipt that I'll unblock and send him the receipt. So anyway, all right, guys, we're wrapping it up here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate that. Great viewership for today. Holy schmoly. Holy schmigdoli. That's not even anything, but shout out to you guys for the viewership today. If you have not seen my latest video on Xenoblade, check it out. 12K plus views, 1,000 plus likes. That's crazy for me to get 1,000 likes on a regular edited video. So 1,000 plus likes. Thank you guys so much for watching. Check out my latest video if you haven't seen it. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys coming through. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys all stay safe out there. Tomorrow's Friday. So Friday we have, I will be recording the Essence chat this week with Stealth. So we are going to have the Essence chat. I will be also, tomorrow's stream, we will be streaming a little bit earlier. And then you guys will be able to catch me on the 5th Dimension with HMK, Miss Click, Rogers Base. It's going to be lit. So we're going to have a day stream for you guys here. Well, my day, afternoon. And then at night, you guys can head over to HMK on Twitch. And on Twitch, we're going to have the 5th Dimension where we're going to be discussing all things Xenoblade, 5th Dimension. So that is going to be crazy. That is going to be nuts. Hey, Neophyte G, what's up? So it's going to be pretty good. Hey, what's up, SK Massive? So it's going to be really, really, really cool. It's going to be really, really, really cool today. Really, really, really good. Or tomorrow too. So look out for that tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow morning, we're going to have a Xenoblade video. If not a Xenoblade video, a Fire Emblem video. Going over Fire Emblem and what's so hype about that new Fire Emblem game and what could happen there. So that should be lit as well. That should be lit as well. Yeah, the YouTube life, man. The YouTube life. It's good and it's bad, Quacky Chan. It's good and it's bad. But the good outweighs the bad with the YouTube life and all that stuff like that. But to be honest, you guys, me talking, and the real ones that are here in the stream, you guys make this YouTube life bearable. If I just did edited videos, YouTube life would be cool. It'd be boring. But me actually streaming and talking to people in this type of way makes it way more fun to me. But just editing is boring. Just shooting and editing is not as fun as just streaming and talking to people. So about games. So it's fun, man. 5th Dimension, yeah, 5th Dimension. So 5th Dimension. Yo, Paul T with the PlayerEssence merch purchase. Hey, thank you for the that's my first t-shirt purchase in like quite a hot minute. I'm getting new merch though. We're gonna do new merch for you guys. I gotta get a new logo. And now that Xenoblade Chronicles 3 gets announced, guess what the new logo is gonna be based off of, boys and girls? Yes, sir. Guess what Xenoblade? Guess what the new logo, what the new style is gonna be for my logo? Yes, sir. Xenoblade 3, baby. So yeah, merch is here. I'm gonna put the link for you. Exclamation mark merch. That will bring up the link. See you tomorrow. Check out the vid in the AM. Hey, have a good rest of your night. Hey, thank you. Hey, Brian Z and Boots here. Hey, man, thank you. This is just I joined the stream as it ends. Yeah, it's all good, Stealth. Yeah, Stealth. I'll DM you. I think I'll record the Essence chat. Maybe we record that Saturday. Maybe Saturday afternoon we record that. Or, I mean, I don't know. That just might be so hyped that we do it live. I'm not really sure. We might do the Essence chat. I think maybe we should just do the Essence chat live. I don't know. But we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Well, I'll figure out if I want to do it live or if I want to do it, you know, not live. It might be better to do it live just because there's no way that's only going to take 40 minutes, you know, or like 30 minutes. There's no way that we're going to do an Essence chat and it's only going to be 30 to 40 minutes. There's no chance in hell. With the Fire Emblem and with Xeno, there's no chance. So we should probably do it live. So I think maybe Saturday would probably be like the best bet. We just do it Saturday before the spawn cast. So we just do Essence chat live because there's just too much. There's just too much to talk about to do that as an edited video. No way. Yeah, it would take an hour maybe too. So this is better just to do that. I won't keep stealth. I won't take too much of stealth Saturday because I know, you know, he's a working man, so he's out there, you know, during the day. So yeah. No, especially if we want to discuss. Yeah, we better do it. So I'll DM you tomorrow, stealth, what time we're gonna do it. We'll find out a time that works best on Saturdays for us. So yeah. But yeah, shout outs guys, appreciate it. Good stream today. And great viewership. I hope this viewership continues. Now that Xenoblade 3 is announced, I think we're gonna have a lot more viewership and people coming through to the stream. So I'm like my goal is to be the #1 Xenoblade 3 YouTuber. So with Xenoblade videos coming up on deck, that's my goal. Be #1 Xenoblade YouTuber, #1 Xenoblade person. So hopefully I can do that. So all right, guys. Thank you so much for. I mean, I don't know. Chugga Conway. He's always the #1 Xenoblade guy. But that's like Let's Plays. I mean, like news and discussion, #1 Xenoblade guy. So all right, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Thank you so much, and we will see you guys back tomorrow. Thank you, party man, I appreciate that. We'll see you guys back tomorrow. Here is the video once again. Check that out. So yeah, Mr. Davis, just type in HMK Twitch. Type in HMK Twitch, and then you can watch the Fifth Dimension over there on Twitch. HMK Twitch. So it'll be on there. Tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern time, 9 p.m. Eastern your time. So all right, guys, thank you guys for watching so much. I appreciate it, and we'll see you guys for the next one. Bye, everybody. Love y'all. Thank you for all the donations today too. Shout outs to everybody who donated. Shout outs to everybody who came through and subs and all that good stuff. Love you guys. Bye bye.